BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Baby mama, yep. Baby mama, yep. Baby mama, yep. I don't know why I can't have no peace. You got child support, yep. You got sole custody, yep. You alienated me from being a father, yep. So what the fuck you want? This some bullshit. I'm just an average man with an average life, trying to move on with my life. Baby mama live a savage life. I wish she'll leave me alone. I pay my child support. Yep. She got sole custody. My God, why she don't let it go? Why is my baby mama always harassing me? She think I have more money. No. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? Will you please just let me be? So I come on home with a freaking eye, ready to pump and dump. This chick is out of sight. Baby mama calls my phone. Man, what you want? I want that child support check. Man, talk to the state next. She said, what you doing with that stank ass bitch? I said, how the hell do you really know this? People say I'm crazy. I be out there here no. But when I turned around, there she go peeping through my window. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? She think I have more money. No. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? Will you please just let me be? Baby mama, yep. Baby mama, yep. Baby mama, yep. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? No. Why is my baby mama always harassing me?
Tell me, is it just a dream?
No. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? She think I have more money. No. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? Will you please just let me be? Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around trying to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. The Solemn Court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. Man, what's going on, everybody, man? You already know what it is. Cows gang, this motherfucker. Yeah, shit. We're going to definitely get the cooking, get the roasting, and talk with some real shit over here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all may be seat up in this motherfucker. Shout out to the baby mama Terry's Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And today we're going to talk about Young Jock's situation. For those that don't know, Young Jock was locked up. And from what he said, it's false allegations. He was charged with child abandonment. And he actually talked about why he was arrested. Now, we know why he was arrested. Because somebody called the police and said he did what he did. But what was the core reason this shit? That's what we want to talk about. Seems to me he's paying a nice, hefty child support out of pocket. And when he decided that, hey, I ain't gonna be able to do this no longer because I'm getting married, I got some other stuff going on I gotta take care of. Then all of a sudden, you know, baby mama Terrence don't like that.
How dare you do this to me? How do you live with yourself?
See, we're gonna definitely talk about this, and I want to give this as a warning to you men out here because this type of shit happens every day.
You get in water? I can't fucking believe you. How could you do this to me for him?
And you know what? I want to give a shout out to comedian Shotty. He's one of the radio hosts on Young Jock's radio station. It's called Streets Atlanta. And it's three of them. It's Young Jock is comedian Shotty, and it's a young lady on there. I don't know her name. As you know, Young Jock is from Atlanta. You know, he came out with that. He was signed with Bad Boy. He came out with that hot ass single. It's going down. Meet me in the trap. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? He had that shit was that shit. You know what I mean? But in this day and age, you know, he's living his life. He's doing reality shows, loving hip hop, Atlanta and shit. He's actually engaged to be married. The brother, I believe, has 8 children. And you know, he's doing good. He's independent, got his own thing going on. Controversial, you know what I'm saying? You know, the hairstyle and they talked about him driving Uber and a lot of shit, like minor shit, you know, outside of the baby mama terrorists. But you know, in this day and age, now it's baby mama terrorists. It's going down. Get away from her. Don't stick around. Baby mama terrorists. It's going down. Leave her where she at. Don't go around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you kind of remind me of Shorty Low too. But we're gonna definitely talk about this. One thing I can say that I get a lot of you brothers who, you know, who would tell me, you know, hey man, I got a lot of connections with a lot of these political figures. I got connections with these legislators. You know, I do want to fuck with you, Mr. Palmer, but you know, with the fuck child support had and I'm trying to be connected with them, you know, hey, you got to stop saying fuck child support. And I had to tell certain individuals, you know, and organizations, I had to let them know, you know, how I felt about it. My response was, shit. Because when it's all said and done, the reason why all this shit exists is because of this $60 billion a year business. You know what I'm saying? The reason why baby mama terrorism exists because of who they raise, and also they know they can go to government daddy. They know they have the power to set you up, men, for failure. They have the power to keep you away from your children. And the thing about it is, I'm not gonna stop saying fuck child support. I have my reasons. I've told y'all my reasons. I show you my reasons. I'm not about to change a goddamn thing. The only way I'll stop saying fuck child support if I get somebody who guarantees that we're gonna eliminate this shit and make this shit fair and stop being gender biased and also be about what is the real best interest of the children, not this $60 billion business that they get every year. That's the only way I'll stop that shit. Outside of that, no, it's always gonna be fuck child support. So a lot of these brothers would tell me to get all these connections and hookups and shake hands. You with the mayor, you with the township, you with the king, you with the prime minister and all this shit. But what has it changed? What has it changed for you? You've been doing this shit for 20-some years, and you worry about me and my fuck child support, and you've been taking pictures with the governor, the mayor, and all these legislators, and ain't shit changed at all. You can't make this shit up. So why y'all worrying about me cussing and when a fuck child support hat and shirt saying it's not a good look and it makes you seem radical, it makes you hate women and all this shit? What has it done to you talking clean, not cursing, saying everybody's a queen and everybody's a goddess and the mother earth? What has it changed for you when it came down to this unjust ass system? Not a goddamn thing. So this is why I tell a lot of these dudes on YouTube, and they're like, man, I don't fuck with him, man, because, you know, he do this and he do that. I get it. You got the women follower. I get it. They pay the most money. So you want to, you know, stay away from me and cool. And that's fine with that. But when you try to throw me under the bus and try to say some bullshit, then I have a problem with that. So, like I say, motherfucker don't fuck with me because, hey, you know, the hat, the shirt, you curse too much, or you seem like you're hateful and all that shit. Hey, I'm not the one over there singing the blues. I'm not over there, you know, talking all these big ass wigs, taking pictures and having them on talk shows and shit. And then you wonder why ain't shit changed yet. And they playing stupid, talking about some, yeah, we don't know. And you talking about some, I'm teaching them and I'm showing them how it really is, when these motherfuckers already know what it is. You can't make this shit up. And a lot of brothers who are saying fuck child support was just like you. They thought, hey, I'm gonna go at it the right way. I'm gonna go at it the logical way. I'm gonna go at it the peaceful way. I'm gonna do it where I'm not gonna stoop down to her level, so to speak. I'm gonna go ahead and just hope for the best, because this government is so fair. This government is so righteous. This government is only about the best interest of the child. Yeah. So let me let Denzel speak on behalf of Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And the tripped out part is, even though a lot of these motherfuckers, you know, they talk to me behind the scenes, they won't talk to me up front. Hey, In the back of their mind, even the ones that don't talk to me, but in the back of their mind, they know what it is. They know I'm not lying, but the fact of the matter is they don't want to go against the code. And to me, if you want that, you don't want to go against the code shit because you don't want to be looked at as a nigga like me, then I don't take you serious anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I hope y'all took heed to that divorce court video. You know what I mean? All you saw was white folks in there that was talking and so-called whining and crying and everything else. You even had some out carrying baby mama tears in their feelings because they actually got the short end of the stick, which is rare. You know what I mean? But I guarantee some motherfucker will still come around and say, it ain't like that. Who hurt you? Your mama black and you, if you broke, just say so. I'm just saying. I want to give a shout out to XL Pro for the $5 cash app. He says, Couch Gang saving lives. Facts. So I want to give a shout out to Myron for the $5 donation. He said that documentary you played the last 2 days was mind blowing. Hey, I appreciate you, my brother. A lot of people didn't know nothing about that divorce court, and the only reason why I found out about it was because of Coach Greg Adams. Shout out to him. And that was before a few of y'all brothers, you know, told me about it. You know what I'm saying? I heard about it, watched a little bit, but I ain't go back to it. And when the brother on here reminded me, I'm like, you know what? I like send it to me. I'm gonna go ahead and touch on that because this is how bad. No, this is how worse it is when it comes to family court. You know what I'm saying? And how much money they generate and how it's only about the profit. It's not about the best interest of the child at all and how men are being destroyed. So shout out to you, Myra. But, you know, like I said, man, you ain't got to take my word for it. You can do your own due diligence to see what the fuck going on. The sad part about it is, y'all, they know exactly what's going on. Even the ones that be talking that, yeah, it's not right, it's not fair, yeah, she doing this, but bullshit. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. And we need to stop playing a role like we don't know what it is. You know, making excuses, justifying, patty caking, and all that shit. We got to stop that shit. We got to stop calling this shit out and telling our stories. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to lose your integrity because you want to lose your money or your fame or whoever you fucking around with, then it is what it is. Now, I'm not talking about the ones who have careers and they got something to lose if it blows in their face. That's why you go behind the scenes and support the people that's on the front lines. But a lot of these motherfuckers don't even want to do that. Now, I got to tell y'all something. You may hear some noise in the background because I'm getting some electrical work done. You might hear some hammering and some drills and shit. Forgive me if you do, because I don't know how much this mic can let you hear upstairs. But if you do, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to get a clear understanding that this has been going on for a long time. Long time. You cannot negotiate with a baby mama terrorist. That's point blank, period. See, they're only about the money. They're only about the dollar. It's not about the child. You know what I'm saying? Not with no baby mama terrorists. But I'm going to read a couple of articles first about this, you know, false allegation shit. I'm going to let you know about CPI. CPI is a Center for Prosecutor Integrity. This is an organization that was established back in 2013. The Center for Prosecutor Integrity is a leader in the national movement to assure fairness and due process, restore the presumption of innocence, and end wrongful determination of guilt, both in criminal justice systems and on college campuses. CPI achieved these objectives by the means of ongoing public awareness campaigns, professional outreach and education, sponsorship of the registry of prosecutor misconduct, and the promotion of impartial and objective investigations. It's a non-for-profit and it's in the state of Maryland. The center is the Center for Prosecutor Integrity also supports Stop Abusive and Violent Environment. So it's called SAVE, and the Coalition to End Domestic Violence. CPI is not a legal assistance. It's not it don't advise in individual cases. and persons are encouraged to visit the American Bar Association. The reason why I'm telling y'all who this is because I had got an interesting article about false allegations. Very interesting. False allegations. And this is what they put out here. Everybody's up here. Please hit the like button. If you new, please hit the subscribe button. They did a survey. Over 20 million have been falsely accused of abuse. Now, we talking about abuse. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us as men have been falsely accused of abusing a woman, rape, and all this other shit. But this is more about domestic violence. Well, actually, it talks about domestic violence, child abuse, sexual assault, and other forms of abuse. So I'm gonna read this, and I want y'all to get a clear understanding on how serious and the difference is when it comes to men and women. Because they always say, if you think of domestic violence, you think of a man. If you think of sexual assault, you think of the man. That's guilty. You think of other forms of abuse, you think of the man, because he's the bigger person. He's the tall guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the evil doer and shit like that. So I'm gonna read this, and we're gonna go to the young jock situation. In Washington, right? December the 17th, 2020, a recent national survey conducted by YouGov revealed 8% of Americans report being falsely accused of domestic violence, child abuse, sexual assault, or other forms of abuse. The survey, 2,407 survey respondents were representative of the United States adult population. The 8% figure represent 20.4 million adults. Now, in 62% of cases, the false accusers were reported to be females. Often the false allegations was made up in the context of what? Child custody disputes. 27% of the cases. You know what I'm saying? Let me read that again. I want y'all to get a clear understanding. I'm going to read this again. In 62% of the cases, the false accusers were reported to be females. Often the false allegation was made in the context of a child custody dispute. Now, then y'all watch the documentary, Divorce Court, and they say how they use this false allegations. He's abusive. He was beating the child, rapist and shit like that. I'm just saying. And most of the time, well, on here say 25% of the cases was the context of child custody dispute. But you don't hear nobody talk about that, because when you think of allegations, you think, yeah, he did it. And a lot of y'all have been accused of false allegations, and they said you did it. Yeah, the silver bullet. It's called by the silver bullet by attorneys, but yet they don't do nothing about it. They don't have no perjury charges. It's sweep under the rug, and she still get custody of the child. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. But I'm just saying, I just want you to understand this. This is 20.4 million adults. These are the ones who actually did the survey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go to the next one. Similar percentage of falsely accused person were seen among the various age groups, racial / ethnic categories, and geographical areas. In other demographic categories, however, substantial differences were unearthed. The survey found a sharp gender divide. 11% of men compared to the 6% of women reported being falsely accused. So 11% of men compared to the 6% of women. That's a difference. But see, they don't talk about the men who've been falsely accused. See, they're not going to talk about that. And they only talk about he did it. Basically, he did it. So it's a big difference between men being falsely accused than a woman. I do say, but Mr. Palmer, it's the best interest of the child of falsely accused. Yeah, it's the best interest for government daddy. It's the best interest for government daddy and the baby mama terrorists because they all benefit, you know what I'm saying, you paying the child support. Now, here's the tripped out part. Now, what it says on here is declining percentages of false accusations were observed according to the level of education attainment. Person with no college degree reported higher numbers, 8%, than persons with college degrees, 7%, or postgraduates degrees, 3%. So they going off people who don't even have a education. They said the people don't have no education, well, college education, is at the highest versus somebody with a degree, which is only 1% less, and then postgraduate is 3%. So it seems to me from what it's saying, the richer you are, or the more successful you are, the less. I can kind of agree with that because the successful guy ain't finna even get caught up with that shit. It'd be wise, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, yeah, guys with no degrees or guys with a degree, yeah, I can see that. Now let's continue. The exception to this declining trend was noted among persons with some college educations, with 11% reporting that they have been falsely accused. This higher percentage may reflect the fact that many accused students are expelled or chose to leave before they're able to graduate. So this time, I guess, shit in college. Now check this out. Further analysis of the data revealed that higher numbers were seen among persons with income under 40,000. That's 12%. Compared to adults with income 40 to 80,000. That's 7%. And then they say or over 80,000. That's 8%. Substantially higher percentage of false allegations were noted among persons in a civil partnership. That's 15% compared to the person who was single. So if you single, 9%. But if you in a civil partnership, so if that means you in a relationship, you married, it's 15%. But if you single, it's lessened. But it does happen. 9%. And they say divorce, 9%. Married, 7%. So how many of you brothers was in a relationship and they ain't got nothing to do with child support? And you break up with a woman, and then she called police, say you raped her, and you just get arrested, and then you got to fight in court, and then get your name tarnished, and then they find out you didn't do it. You lost your job and everything. So yeah, it seems like it's more high in a relationship. That's why I see a lot of y'all say, why even bother? But when it comes to if you single, 9%, divorce, 9%, married, 7%. And this is 2020. This ain't 1975 and nothing like that. But check this out. False allegation was fairly evenly disputed across the 4 abuse categories. Has anybody you know ever been falsely accused of blank? Domestic violence, 17%. Child abuse, 17%. Sexual assault, 16%. Other forms of abuse, 11%. And a lot of us guys falls into all this. But see, let's be real. This false allegations. But when it comes to child abuse, you know who ranked number 1 in that. When it comes to child neglect, we know who ranks number 1 in that. When it comes to child fatalities, we know who ranked number 1 in that. Let's continue. False allegations represent a serious threat to justice. According to the National Registry
of exonerations, false allegations, and perjury are the most common contributing factor to wrongful convictions. So the most common false allegation, well, the most common false convictions is false allegations in lying and perjury. Most common contributing factor to wrong convictions, constituting 59% of such cases. That's over 50% that men and even some women are locked up on false allegations. But you know who more in jail between a man and woman. Let's not play stupid. We already know who's in jail more than the other. And it's not the woman going to jail more than the man. It's the man that's going to jail way more than the woman. You can't make this shit up. I get it. I'm hateful. I'm broke. My mama black, and I'm a dumb nigga off College Grove. I get it. Now, false allegations harm the social standing, career prospect, and mental health of the accused. Now, a lot of you brothers was going through. I had brothers give me a phone call and say they wanted to off themselves. Or I had a phone call where they told me they wanted to off that piece of shit ass baby mama terrorist. Either way, I told them it was not worth it. Keep your veins cold. Nah, you're going to continue to live your life and fight. You're going to talk to some brothers. You're going to come on my page. You're going to come on my platform. We're going to grow together. You're not alone. It ain't just you. So that's a factor. How many people you knew or known that tried to commit suicide or committed suicide because of false allegation? And most of the time it was because you just wanted to be a father. You can't make this shit up. But I get it. I got a fuck child support hat on, so I got it. I'm mad about child support. But tell me I'm lying about this shit over here. Yeah. See, false allegations harms the social standing, career prospects, and that's true. People lost their jobs and their careers, their livelihood because of some lying ass baby mama terrorists. And the mental health of the accused diminished the credibility of future victims. Yes, facts. Because I tell y'all women, I said, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. The good women are put in the same bunch with the piece of shit ass women. Why is that? Because why chance it? You could be a good woman, you might flip the script. Why do I want to chance it? I just got through getting locked up. I just got through going to jail. I just got through losing custody. So why would I chance it? Yeah, you go outside, there's a bunch of snakes out there. It might be one or two that might don't bite me and be poisonous, but why even go outside at all? So they just shut the door. I'm just saying. And it could go the other way. Very interesting. Diminish the credibility of future victims and undermine the integrity of our legal system. I don't have no hope for this legal system. Not at all. Lawmakers are beginning to enact legislation designed to deter false allegations, such as New York State's anti-Karen law. Shit. This anti-Karen law they trying to put out there in New York, or they put out there, ain't stopped the goddamn thing. And that's just in New York. These motherfuckers, anti-Karen law, they've been doing this fake ass Me Too shit for a very long time, and it's not gonna stop, because not only do you have a Al Karen, you got your Al Watermel Nisha, you got your Al Zane, you got an Al Sheen Rita, you got an Al Chang, and the rest of the gang in this motherfucker. So and Al Chung Lee and everybody else, you can forget about that. So yeah, okay, you put the little law into it, but how much are you really gonna go in tune of locking a piece of shit ass bitch up for coming out with false allegation? Yeah, the anti-Karen law, I guess. But what about these other motherfuckers that's putting out false allegations? They ain't just Karens. See, that's not just Karen. So yeah, it sounds good. Chris Brown just got falsely accused, and she tried to get $20 million. And after what happened when they found out it was bullshit, everybody just walked away. And other celebrities and people in here, shit like that. So Perfect Black has been accused 7 times of some type of sexual shit with his daughter. 7 times. And they ain't do shit. He been to jail. He almost got fired. Almost lost his livelihood. So now he finally realized that I think I better walk away. Trey Songz, yeah, Trey Songz. People said, oh, yeah, he going to jail. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So I'm just saying. So they told me they trying to get that in line. No, they not. No, they not. Ain't nobody been to jail yet for perjury. At least not a lot of them. Maybe one or two within the years. You know what I'm saying? So get the fuck out of here. Now let's continue. At universities and the California state system, student conduct procedures delineates that complainant who knowingly and intentionally files a false form of complaint, or any individual who is determined to have provided false statements or information during the investigation / peer review, shall be subjected to discipline in accordance to the student conduct code. Okay, that's college. Yeah, they'll put you out. But we talking about putting somebody in jail. Yeah, college might be different. When it comes to college, yeah, they probably, yeah, we ain't got time for that. Throw you out, transfer you, whatever. I understand. But we talking about jail. Just kicking them out of school ain't enough. Now, this survey is believed to be the first on this topic ever undertaken. The respondents consisted on a nationally representative sample of American adults age 18 plus. Fieldwork was undertaken September the 23rd to the 25th, 2020. The survey was carried out online. The survey was conducted using an online interview administered to members of the YouGov panel of persons who have agreed to participate. So even though, see, here's the thing I want y'all to understand, 20.1 million, and that was only 8% of the United States. Them the ones who decided to do this shit. This ain't the whole nation. This ain't the CDC. This is not the Census Bureau. So you can imagine how much more it is when it comes to false allegations, especially amongst men. But they don't talk about that. It is what it is. You shouldn't have got involved in all this shit. But according to the U.S. Census of American population, estimated as of July 1st, 2019 was 328,239. Wait a minute. Whoa. I said it wrong. 328,239,000 persons, of whom 22.3% were under 18 years of age, leaving 255,041,700 million persons 18 plus. 18% of that number is 20.4 million persons. The full survey can be viewed online. The Center for Prosecutor Integrity urges prosecutors, lawmakers, college administrators, and others to work to end the current epidemic of false allegations. They not finna end that shit because it's a money grab. And people like, well, how's that money? Because I got to pay for that same lawyer that we saw in divorce court, but is on criminal, or it could be family court. Notice when you get false allegations when it comes to family court, you know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily gonna go to criminal court because she just told the judge he did this, he did that, and the judge said, yeah, I agree. And that's that. But you got to pay that lawyer all this money to prove a case that you already got the receipt, but they're not trying to hear it. Then you got to possibly borrow money. You got to take out your shares. You got to take out part of your insurance. You got to borrow and all this shit. So what do you mean? And all that shit is going to government daddy's handouts. So they're not trying to, and it is an epidemic, but they're not trying to stop no false allegations. And this is why I talk about shit I talk about, because y'all need to understand that this shit been going on for a very long time. The divorce court said that, but it's been going on for a very long time. And it does happen in colleges. Teachers get falsely accused. Male teachers get falsely accused at the colleges, or a male student get falsely accused. You seen football players who are going to go to the NFL, and now because of that, he can't play now. Look at Adrian Payne. That false allegation that happened in motherfucking Michigan State, he in the NBA, they cut his ass off because she came out the woodwork talking about he did this, but ain't nobody ever went to jail. You cannot make this shit up. So he got to go play overseas. I told you, false allegation is just as bad as actually doing a crime. You can't even make that shit up. It's all about money, man. Y'all dealt with if anybody who dealt with the criminal criminal lawyer and y'all know y'all did what y'all did, he's gonna tell you, hey man, I need $15,000 up front. You want me to do this? I can get you probation. You won't do no time, but I'm gonna need $20,000. Fuck that. So don't tell me that this shit ain't about money. False allegations of abuse can be a strategy in child support litigations. You don't say. You don't say. I'm gonna read this short one, right? It ain't short, but I'm just gonna read a certain part. I want y'all to understand that because it's gonna lead to this young jock. Because false allegations, especially when it comes to child custody and child support, this happens all the time. Don't want to talk about it. This was posted. This is was posted February 21st by Alan D. Blodsky, PhD. He's a psychiatrist. And here's the title: False allegations of abuse can be a strategy in child custody, right? Child custody battles can be contentious. Here's how to handle false allegations. Really ain't no, in my opinion, ain't no one type of way to handle it, but I'm gonna read what he said. This is forensic practice. Nothing is more adversarial and contentious than a child custody battle during a divorce proceeding. A sad example of this is when one parent lodges a false allegation of abuse against the other parent in an attempt to win custody of their child. Such parents believe that an allegation of abuse will give them the leg up in custody litigation. Now, the way he's saying is saying that they believe. Now, y'all already know these false allegations amongst men, that gives them the guaranteed up 9 times out of 10. They get a guaranteed up on false allegation in family court. You've seen that on divorce court. You've seen it in other videos I post, but you've seen it from all these white folks that these wild male nations say that other races don't have these problems. They don't say shit. It's a different type of situation. So as you see that false allegations will give you a leg up in custody. It will give you a leg up, not no believe. They know this. Now, making a false allegation of abuse is often a strategy or a tactic. It is a cynical yet powerful move. I want you to understand. It's a powerful move. You see that? They said it's a cynical yet powerful move. And make sure you get this real clearly. It's a powerful move. They know this. Now, we as men come up in there trying to be civil. We trying to do it the right way. We don't want to stretch it out longer than it have to be. But this is what I tell y'all. If y'all gonna fight in the courtroom, keep your veins on ice and go in there like a motherfucking werewolf. Fuck a bulldog. Go in there as a werewolf. Because these motherfuckers will use this powerful move to get you to have no custody at all. You can't make this shit up. It's cynical, but it's a powerful move. It is an attempt to alienate the child from the target parent to undermining or even ending their relationship. This is why a lot of you brothers are not allowed to see your child. And we're not even talking about the manipulation part yet. We're just talking about the kidnapping and the alienation tactic that these baby mama terrorists do. That the United States of America won't charge these motherfuckers for false allegation. Even when they lie. Even when they lie and the judge find out that she lied, they don't do nothing. They sweep on the rug, threaten us, say, don't you ever do that again, and all that shit. But, you know, it don't happen here. Now, shout out to President Yoon in South Korea. He's anti-feminist, and he said that he gonna change the law where if you call with perjury, you going to jail. See, they need to bring that over here. It is an attempt to alienate the child from a targeted parent by undermining or even ending the relationship. Now, you got some baby mama terrorists not trying to alienate the child from you. What they trying to do is have the power to have sole custody or primary custody. You get them once a week or something like that. They get more money in child support. But then after you on child support, she let you see the child whatever you like. I know a couple of brothers say, yeah, on paper it's every other weekend, but she let me get them when I want to. Actually, some was staying in the house every day. You see what I'm saying? Because it was all about the money. And then she still expect you to pay more money out of pocket. And when you say no, then it's go back to the contract. You can't make this shit up. See, these baby mama Teds are sneaky. They smart. They know that game when it comes to use, abuse, and get over. How you think they got over on government daddy? I'm just saying. So they know what they doing. To be sure, alienation of a child from a parent is considered a form of psychological abuse. Yeah, we know that. Medical doctors and everybody said that shit, but guess what? Child support system ain't changed a goddamn thing. He said, yeah, we're aware of this, but it is what it is. We're not gonna stop our money flow. Fuck that kid. So when all these baby mama Ted say these fathers don't give a fuck about the kid, nah, you said fuck them kids. The judge said fuck them kids. Government daddy said fuck them kids. These politicians says fuck them kids. Because if that's the case, then why do you have to go through all these tactics to keep the father away? Because if it was fair and righteous, then it'll be a real problem. Hell, half these motherfuckers wouldn't even go to family court because they're not getting none out of it. Now, I have handled this person. I have handled hundreds of child custody cases, and he said a sizable number of these cases have involved false allegation of abuse as a strategy or a tactic. Professionals involved in child custody cases, attorneys, guardians ad litem, mediators, parent coordinators, judges, and mental health experts are often perplexed and confused by false allegation of abuse. That's a lie. They're not confused about shit. Now, he said they confused by false allegations. These GALs, these attorneys, these parent coordinators, which I never heard of, the judges, these mental health experts, they're not perplexed. They're not confused. They know what they're doing. They allow it. Then y'all see in the divorce court where they was like, yeah, this mental health expert ain't even certified. Motherfucker, half a queer, and this motherfucker telling you that you don't qualify to be a father. You can't make this shit up. Then you got the mediator who is cool with the baby mama Ted's lawyer or the judge. He getting his kickbacks, bonuses, and he getting money under the tables for his fucking next campaign election and shit. He's going with the highest bidder. Fuck that dude. So you can come back and say they are often perplexed and confused. No, they not. Because if they was, then it would be less alienation amongst men. Rather than handle the situation effectively and efficiently, such professionals often make matters worse by overreacting and underreacting. That sounds about right. They don't overreact. They already know what they finna do, hands down. She gets sole custody and you pay child support. False allegation of abuse in a child custody matter must be handled correctly. Careful documentation of the falseness of the allegation is critical. Beyond that, adding a mental health expert to the litigation teams become imperative. This expert must be knowledgeable, experienced, and proactive in his and her approach to the case. A false allegation of abuse must be taken seriously. Otherwise, the lackadaisical approach may imply that the allegation is true or partially true. You already know anybody they bring to do the investigation that is orchestrated by the lawyer or the judge, you already know he works for one of them and they're going to make sure that shit is true. Because why didn't they say true or false? He say make sure it is true or partially true. So either way, you fucked. Like I said, you cannot make this shit up. I ain't gonna read no more. I just wanted to show y'all that because this shit has been going on for a long time, and it mainly happened when it comes to child support or child custody, all in family fucking court. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. So, and the reason why I'm talking about this young jock situation, because he was falsely accused. Now, I don't know if he's alienated. I ain't saying he's alienated, but when it came down to that money, it's child support related. Even though he's not dealing with the family court, at least not then he wasn't. Let me see how long this shit is. I want to make sure. I'm gonna read the article. I'm not gonna read the whole thing because we're gonna play the video. But this is Young Jock. I know y'all know who he is. This is from the what is it, Star Report? The Shade Room. Young Jock explains his arrest and blames the child abandonment charge on his child's mother. This is Young Jock. Y'all know who he is. Last week, Thursday, May 5th, Atlanta officers arrested and booked Young Jock into Gwinnett County Jail on a child abandonment charge. Details were hardly available when the news dropped this past weekend. Young Jock, born JZL Amon Robinson, also did not comment in the circulating story. But Monday morning, Jock changed his tune and broke his silence on his radio segment, Streets Morning Takeover, for Streets 94.5 FM. And I want to give a shout out to Young Jock for putting it out there. He probably really didn't want to do it because really, it ain't nobody business. But at the same time, we got to stop being quiet as men. We got to stop trying to keep it under the wraps when it's out there in the public that you looking like some abuser, neglect ass father. You got to call this shit out, man. Stop trying to let these hoes get away with the bullshit they are doing, which is, one, they definitely trying to damage your character. Two, make you look like you a piece of shit. Three, and actually that should be number one, make you lose money, because he also be talking at schools and high schools and shit like that. So if they see you doing child abandonment charge, why would they want them to talk to you in front of their students? So you're gonna lose money, and then you probably network with politicians and police officers. Guess what? We don't want to be around you. We don't want to be around you. So this right here, fuck out of here. I thought I could make it bigger, but they put the TSI. But what it shows, he's released. The booking date, May 5th, 2:58 in the morning. He was released the same day. He was actually released the same day at 3:40. Bond amount say zero, cash only zero. But on the wait a minute. Yeah, but on the bottom with his name it says okay, that's I guess when he was arrested. Released. The bond was $1,300, cash only $45. The address blurred out. I don't blame him. Booking was 3:15, and he was released at 5:03 a.m. That's really it. But man, you a famous person, man. You go to jail, all that shit come out. And let's be real, y'all. You never been to jail before, or you never been arrested before, and then you get arrested because some bitch lying on you. I think that's like the worst to me, spit in the face. You go to jail on some false allegations. You doing time because of false allegations. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and play his video, and you get to hear it from himself. He's gonna explain what happened. But I just want to show y'all that this shit right here been happening too fucking long. And us being quiet, making excuses, you know how women are. We got to stop all that shit. We know how they are, baby mama terrorists. We know exactly how they are. We need to let everybody know how they are, so others don't want to be around them type of motherfuckers. Make them lose their money and everything else. Shit. You can't conform these motherfuckers. They who they are. But let's get to the video of this shit. But it's a damn shame. That's why I tell y'all, no man is exempt from these baby mama tears. Whether you rich, whether you're not rich, you live in the hood, don't make a difference. Hold on. Why the fuck are they playing? Oh, I gotta do it a different way. Everybody over here, please hit the like button. That's one thing that is free. Miguel say, "Nah, he was embarrassed." I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You were embarrassed. You should be embarrassed because who want to get caught with shit like that? I get it. But what I'm saying is, we got to call this shit out, even if it's embarrassed, because you're already getting embarrassed on the false allegation. So at least you can do is clear your name. So I get it. Going to family court is embarrassing. Being on child support could be embarrassing. Not being able to see your kids is embarrassing because most likely they're gonna blame you anyway. I get it, but keep your veins on ice, fam. And I don't know what the fuck going on here. All right, we're gonna this is fair use. We just want to hear young Jock speak his piece to talk about this situation. And like I say, you got Tattoo Shorty. We got comedian Shotty. We got, young Jock, and we got this young lady. I forgot her name. But them the ones who do the Streets Morning Takeover in Atlanta.
Oh man, I know who that was behind that.
Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover. Bad boys, bad boys. What you did? Really, you did? Okay. Well, good morning, good people. Yeah, man. So, Miss Shanika.
Yes.
So I guess you get to interview me this morning.
Okay, her name is Shamika. Okay, because I forgot her name. All right, she's gonna be interviewing him about the situation, and he's gonna talk about it. Let's get this thing started. Please subscribe if you're new up in here. We just come with some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
I can't wait.
Well, let's get into it, man. Everybody been asking questions.
All right, so it was a beautiful day.
Right.
Last week. Right. It was a young day. You had on your white hoodie and
I did. I had on all white actually.
We had a great interview, and I was looking forward to the next day because we had a lot lined up.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, my day was interrupted by what had happened in your day. All right. And it was Jock got arrested.
For what?
We did not know for what reason at all. No, because at first we did not know. And we felt like, well, he out, right? Okay, well, cool. And then when social media gets a hold of something, it definitely, I seen it one place and then it spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
Jock got arrested for child endangerment. And
well,
for
that's
me,
what they said.
That is a new term, but it's also a broad term.
Well, that's what they said. First, it was saying it was child endangerment.
Endangerment.
And then once people really saw what it was, it said child abandonment.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. So, would you like to explain?
Hell yeah. I'm innocent, mama. Okay, so anyway.
My bad. I had it on mute. What I was saying was, hit the like button. We got 254 watching, and we got 167 likes. Let's get the likes up to 200. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that is free, and we just want to put it out there. I'm coming with some real shit. I'm coming with some facts, and I'm trying to spread this awareness. So the least you can do is hit the like button. Real shit. Just press the like button. Let's do me that favor, if nothing else. Hit the like button. All right. I got y'all. I see y'all. Mute. You on mute. I got it. Yeah. All right, let's get this thing started. He's finna explain himself. But as you see, they had on social media, they was saying child endangerment. Then it went from child abandonment. It still equals fucked up for you. It's child abuse, child endangerment, child abandonment. It all equals you fucked up, and it's on you, and you's an evildoer. But let's continue.
So yeah, man, I was actually sponsoring an event for the mayor of South Fulton. And I was going home to get dressed, and a lot of police department pulled behind me, and they ain't say nothing. He just walked up to the car. Now, interesting enough, you know, I'm sitting here like, well, what you put me over for? He never said nothing. He just grabbed me, said, I rolled down the passenger window. The female officer said, "Yep, that's him." I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Then he came to the driver though, and he was like, "So I'm asking you to get out of the car." I'm like, "All right, I got a car." He just put handcuffs on me.
Right.
Then he was like, "You might have a warrant." That was it. That's all he said. Then he put me.
I want to give a shout out to African Cartel for the $5 donation. That's the brother who went city to city. He one who I interviewed on the show. He's the one that had a investigator who caught the baby mama terrorist with the baby in the car while she's at the dialysis center. Salute to this brother. Shout out to him for the $5 donation. He said, "Salute my brother. Appreciate you." So shout out to you, my brother. This brother definitely from Atlanta. He know how this system is. And even through all this battle, they did not give him custody of his child. But due to him fighting the way he was fighting, the baby mama Tez let him get his child how anytime he want to. Cause I guess she realized, shit, I can't fuck with him. Let me go ahead and just be cool. But this just show how fucked up this system is. Even though she got caught with child abandonment, child endangerment, just like he's falsely accused, they arrested her, but he did not get custody. He had temporary custody because it's only about the money. So shout out again to African Cartel. I want to give a shout out to Dark Knight for the $5 cash app. He says, "Keep up the good work, Mr. Palmer. Appreciate you, my brother." All right, so as you heard, police pulled him over. He left the window down. He like, "What's going on, officer?" The female officer tells him, "Yeah, that's him. Get out the car, handcuff him." And then he finally say, "You got a warrant." Still didn't say what the warrant was for, what he charged with. He's arrested. I'm not surprised about that. They don't follow the code like they're supposed to. They just arrest him. Let's continue.
In the back of the police car, they drove me out, took me to Wright Street. I mean, the pre-trial. No.
But you can't tell people what they're being arrested for?
You are supposed to.
Did they read you your rights?
No, never did. I never heard the rights.
You didn't hear the Miranda?
Never.
Yeah.
Never did. So anyway, I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. So people are saying this child abandonment, and people are trying to say that, oh, that means you didn't pay child support. Well, that's definitely what child abandonment means. When you hear it like that. But in my case, that wasn't the case. So let's just say, without saying who the
let me explain something to you. Child abandonment under family court can also means that you ain't been paying your child support. So I'm just letting you know. So child abandonment ain't got necessarily to do with abandoning the child physically, but they look at you not paying your child support as financial. So I'm just saying. And of course, you heard him say that the police didn't read him his rights. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Kid's mom is, because we're gonna keep that chill for a minute. So I've been paying so much money up ahead, right?
Right.
To stay ahead. Not just to stay ahead because I didn't want no smoke. Right? So I paid a lot of money up. Once I realized, I felt like, you know what? I don't have to pay you this much money. It wasn't that I realized, it was just, it came to the point, like, yo, I'm about to get married. I gotta take my time and put finances toward, my wedding. But I had spent so much money on child support for this particular child. Right? Now, that person got mad. The mother got mad and felt like, no, you're supposed to keep paying me this. I said, no, let's go to the lawyers. Let's get the attorneys involved, and we'll get a real, because we never established what I would pay per month. Okay. And let's just say I was paying her a salary. Let's just say that. I'm gonna be honest. This on my mama, okay? It's on all my kids' lives. I was paying her an upwards to $4,000 a month. Oh wow. Actually $5,000 a month. I ain't really want to say that because I ain't want another kid and mom to be going in on them after they hear this, but that's the truth. And that's what it was. So when we did that, while we were in the process of establishing all of my information, my documents, I need to see your contracts. I need, when you're a celebrity, they going through everything when it comes to the attorneys. So when Christmas rolled around, I was like, look, we don't have an agreement. We don't have an agreement of what to pay. That's what we're trying to establish. So in the process of doing,
let's go back to what he said. They didn't have no court order. And for some reason, he agreed to pay her $4,000, $5,000 a month. So yeah, a salary, $60,000 a year. And now you heard what he said. He was paying one baby mama $5,000 a month. I guess he's paying less to the others. And like he just said, I didn't want to say nothing, but because I don't want nobody come around saying, well, you giving her more than me. So now he just opened up the door for some more bullshit. Now I'm gonna tell y'all again. One, you can't negotiate with a terrorist. I'm just telling you. Two, if you're gonna make an agreement to pay whatever you're gonna pay, please have it in writing. Please have a contract. Please get it notarized, because a lot of you brothers was paying out of pocket cash, and she decided to take you to court anyway because she wanted you to pay $100 more and you didn't. She go to court and say you didn't do shit. The judge said, what, a receipts? You like, well, I just gave her cash. He says a gift, and guess what? You got 2, 3, 4, 5 years in back child support. You can't make this shit up. And let me explain something to you also. Don't you dare give no woman no $5,000 a month in child support just because you got money, because it ain't shit to you, because I'm a millionaire and all this shit. Please stop doing that dumbass shit. It don't take no $5,000 to raise no child. Please stop doing that. Please, please, please. You paying her a motherfucking salary to do nothing and be the piece of shit that she is and sit at home and still don't do shit for the kid. You can't make this shit up. You just can't, man. You just can't. This dude's paying $5,000 a month. And I get it. You making money and all this stuff, but no, you don't do that. You don't do that. Let me explain something to you, brother, before I read Mr. Intellect's super chat. If you're gonna pay out of pocket, what I recommend you do, a contract. And if you and her is not on bad terms, but you agree to do somebody, what you do, you go to the attorney general. Go to the attorney general. You go to him, you have the paperwork and say, hey, I agreed to pay $300 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, and we're going to have equal pay at the time. You go to attorney general with that paperwork. She agreed, you agreed. All he do is type the shit up and give it to the judge. The judge stamp and sign off on it. Ain't no going to court. All you doing is going straight to the attorney general, and that's usually when you're on good terms. When you're on good terms, you get all this shit you want. When you're on bad terms, it's all, well, I think I can get more and all that shit. My take is to do it that way. Go to the attorney general with the paperwork. Tell that motherfucker, hey, we agree to do this. We agree this, equal parenting, blah, blah, blah. He will get his shit printed up, judge sign off of it, and that's that. you ain't got to worry about no more. Now, the problem is that if you turn around and say, well, you know, down the line that, well, you know, I want to try to get more parenting because you agree with every other weekend at that in the beginning, but then you want to check and you want to say, hey, I want more time, and she's acting like a baby mama terrorist, you're going to have to go to court, and then first thing they're going to ask is, have your pay increased? See, that's so it's like, you know, is you going to just deal with that or not? Or basically know what you want so you ain't got to worry about later on down the line, which is going to be kind of hard because things do change. Or again, notary, contract, agreement, and leave it at that. I'm just saying, because you just paying her $5,000 a month, $500 a month cash is not a good look for you. Not a good look, because she would take your ass to court and say you never did nothing, and they look at that as a gift. So even if you on good terms, give her a money order that says child support. You can send it cash app, and as long as it say child support, you can send her a cashier check. Don't write her a check because she'll say that shit and do it all at one time. That's what baby mama terrorists do. You know what I mean? So that's the best way to do it, man. I don't care if y'all on good terms. If you on good terms, I say put it in writing because it could change for whatever reason. A new guy come in the picture. Her mama manipulate her. You get married again. You have another child. You decide that you're gonna change your career. Now you making from 40,000, you making 150,000. All this shit, all these different factors. So y'all need to understand this shit is real. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Intellect for the $49.99, and I definitely appreciate it, man, to the fullest. And y'all know how I do when it comes to the $49.99, aka $50 and up. I let Clifford Burns speak their piece.
Christmas Eve, and they're calling my lawyer for 2 payments, telling him there's a warrant going out for his arrest. Where does he live? I got a fucking apartment in the post office box because I don't want people bothering me anymore.
Shout out to Mr. Burns and shout out to Mr. Intellect one more again. See, y'all keep fucking around with these false allegations, getting men locked up. You're going to have somebody talking in their shoes as well. Y'all going to learn one day. Everybody ain't going to walk away. Then y'all see that on divorce court, dude walking there with that 12 gauge like he was in a motherfucking video game doing Grand Theft Auto, just walking in there like he wasn't shit. Shit, shout out to Mr. Intellect. Appreciate you, brother. You just can't make this shit up. Y'all better stop playing that motherfucking game. Shout out to my man Brent for the $5.99. He said salute to Mr. Palm in the chat. Yeah, facts. Shout out to you, my brother. Everybody don't mind talking to their shoes. Everybody don't mind talking to their shoes, man. Y'all better quit playing. Man. Everybody don't turn cheeks. But talking to shoes. But yeah, so far he was paying her $4,000 to $5,000 a month, paying out of pocket. Now he said, hey man, shit's getting real. I'm getting married. I guess they be paying a lot of money for that. They're gonna have a big wedding. So he like, shit, I can't keep paying you this $5,000. I'd rather just go to court and let them do it. So I guess he know that when he go to court, he not gonna be paying that much. So I guess, you know, and she didn't like that shit. But let's that's why I want to go back so you can say that shit again. I want y'all to take heed of what he said. Yeah, Clifford Burns a motherfucker, ain't he? Because this shit is real, man. This shit happened to a lot of y'all. You know what I mean? And if this just don't happen to celebrities, this just don't happen to somebody that got money, it don't matter, man. But let's hear this again.
Abandonment, and you know, people are trying to say that, oh, you know, that means you didn't pay child support. Well, that's definitely what child abandonment means when you hear it like that. But in my case, that wasn't the case. So let's just say, without saying who the kid's mom is, because we're gonna keep that chill for a minute. So I've been paying so much money up ahead, right?
Right.
To stay ahead, not just to stay ahead because I didn't want no smoke, right? So I paid a lot of money up. Once I realized, I felt like, you know what? I don't have to pay you this much money. It wasn't that I realized, it was just, it came to the point, you know, like, yo, I'm about to get married. I gotta take my time and put finances toward, you know, my wedding. But I had spent so much money on child support for this particular child, right? Now, That person got mad. The mother got mad and felt like, no, you're supposed to keep paying me this. I said, no, let's go to the lawyers. Let's get the attorneys involved, and we'll get a real, because we never established what I would pay per month.
Okay.
And let's just say I was paying her a salary. Let's just say that. I'm gonna be honest. This on my mama, okay? It's on all my kids' lives. I was paying her an upwards to $4,000 a month.
Oh wow.
Actually, $5,000 a month. I ain't really want to say that because I ain't want another kid and mom to be going in on them after they hear this, but that's the truth, and that's what it was. So when we did that, while we were in the process of establishing all of my information, my documents, I need to see your contracts. I need, when you're a celebrity, they're going through everything when it comes to the attorneys. So when Christmas rolled around, I was like, look, we don't have an agreement. We don't have an agreement of what to pay. That's what we're trying to establish. So in the process of doing that, I said, well, hey, I give you $1,500 for Christmas. And the attorney said, no, that's not enough. So while my attorney and her attorney's going back and forth to establish this, they put this out on me.
Now, think about it. Some of the stuff that he's saying, sound like the shit we heard from divorce court. For real. Some of the shit he's saying sounds like what he said, sound like the shit we heard in divorce court. And yeah, he's not a head. See, that's what I'm saying. You think giving the money out of pocket because you don't want to deal with child support, you don't want to deal with the system and shit. A lot of times these baby mama terrorists will ride the wave and pretend like they're gonna not go to court, but then a couple of years later down the line, 5 years later down the line, you got a court case coming up. Yeah, they say he got 8 kids. I wouldn't, but whatever. But let's say that again.
Wow.
Actually, $5,000 a month. I ain't really want to say that because I ain't want another kid and mom to be going in on them after they hear this, but that's the truth, and that's what it was. So when we did that, while we were in the process of establishing all of my information, my documents, I need to see your contracts. I need, when you're a celebrity, they're going through everything when it comes to the attorneys. So when Christmas rolled around, I was like, look, we don't have an agreement. We don't have an agreement of what to pay. That's what we're trying to establish. So in the process of doing that, I said, well, hey, I give you $1,500 for Christmas. And the attorney said, no, that's not enough. So while my attorney and her attorney's going back and forth to establish this, they put this out on me. I didn't even know. I had a warrant, you know what I'm saying, for this. So here I am. I'm just living my life casually, still paying child support, you know what I'm saying? And suddenly they put out this child abandonment warrant because they did not want to accept the $1,500. So when I go to court, this is going to have to be reversed. It's going to have to be taken off my record because there was no point in time where there was any abandonment. There was no point in time where there wasn't child support. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's it in the gist of it. So for y'all, he ain't paying, he ain't taking care of his kids. That's a wrap. Kill
yeah, you had so many people in.
You know what's sad? You know what's sad about this though? You want to know what's really sad about this, guys? Now I get it. He went walking backwards. You know what I'm saying? And he fucked up, giving her all that money and pay it out of pocket. I agree with you, Miguel. Fuck all the explaining. Just call that motherfucking lie. But here's the sad part about it. Anytime a man get falsely accused of shit like that, everybody believes it. Everybody believes it. And even though every fucking day we see some baby mama terrorist trying to set a man up for false allegations, false lies, he's a deadbeat, don't want to be a father, all these different things, and they see this every day, but then this brother go to jail for child abandonment. They say he ain't trying to pay his child support. You just can't make this shit up. Even though all this shit is going out that these bitches ain't shit and they using children as pawns and lying on the father, lying on the man and shit like that, they still come out and say he a deadbeat. He ain't trying to be a father. He ain't trying to pay his child support. Come on, man. That's the shit that trips me out, man. They still come out and say, yeah, he ain't take care of his kids. They never say she ain't got her a job at Walmart. They never said she ain't get off Section 8 yet. They never said that she misusing the child support to get herself her hair and nails done, though. See, but they sure quick to say that he ain't trying to pay for his responsibility. See, I think what happened was when he told them, hey, man, $1,500, I believe he just kept paying her $1,500 and like whatever. And then they like, man, fuck you, and just locked his ass up on child abandonment. So he probably was paying the child support, but he wasn't paying the $5,000 a month. You can't make this shit up. Kevin said, sounds like it's a setup for failure no matter what you do. Well, here's the thing. Should have had an agreement on paper and stuff, and he should have never agreed with no $5,000 a month. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. Walmart. I told y'all gotta keep y'all veins on ice, man. You cannot sit back and try to do right for these baby mama tears, because once y'all break up, all bets are off. And even when y'all together, sometimes all bets are off with one of these baby mama terrorists. So yeah, he's learned the hard way, but I mean, I think he'll survive because he got a lot of stuff going on. He doing speech, he doing public speaking and shit. He be having engagement with the mayor and all that stuff. He ain't just doing reality shows. So he got money going around, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, how long is he gonna be dealing with this court case on this child support? And what if the judge plays some bullshit and say, well, you've been paying $5,000, you might as well pay more? I mean, it could happen. Because y'all know Georgia ain't shit either. You know what I mean? But let's finish off, because he's basically saying, well, y'all trying to say I'm a deadbeat, I ain't trying to be a father. It's a lie. But let's continue.
Defense of you. They don't even sound like John.
My character, man.
Yeah, your character definitely supersedes all charges that the law can put on you.
But it is embarrassing, because you have to figure out, and I think that's a lot of time when people get caught up and it hits the media, it hits the news. You want to say everything right, but you have to just fall back and let it chill out, let it die a little bit, talk to your attorneys, and then come forward. Because, here it is. I'm doing events. I just did an event after I got out with the sheriff's department.
Right.
How about that? Imagine this. I'm about to go do an event to speak to kids with 21 Savage.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about at Clark Atlanta University, Young Jock, 21 Savage, the General Solicitor of Atlanta, Keith Gamage, other people, the sheriff, Pat LeBon, all these different people.
Brother just asked me, Dilly, he said, slew Mr. Palmer, but why do they have to have so many kids by all these baby mama terrorists? That's a whole nother story, brother. That's a whole nother story. Hey, man, all I could say, in my opinion, with that, man, they not thinking. They so busy talking that
ass though, right?
They look at it as, I'm that nigga, I got that money, and they ain't thinking about child support. They ain't thinking that the baby mama tear is doing the 360 flip Wilson on them. They thinking that it's not gonna happen to them. Maybe they thinking I got all this money. My money is gonna grow on trees. Maybe they think because they'll never put me on child support. There's a lot of different factors, bro. Either way, this is why I tell y'all, as men, we definitely have to change the laws of our mind. We need to stop knocking up these bobblehead but potato head motherfuckers. We need to be focused on us and our lifestyle, our careers, and not trying to knock up all these different women. You know what I mean? He had to take accountability for that. You know what I mean? And then I already know if he get married, he's gonna have another child. And I already know he's running around saying that my wife ain't like that. She didn't come from the same background, all that. And let me explain something to you on that. I ain't saying she's gonna be like that, but you just never know. You don't have to be from the hood to be a baby mama terrorist. You don't have to be a dummy or uneducated or live in the hood, live in the suburb. It does not make a difference. They all one and the same. So don't think that because of somebody ain't get raised a certain, I mean, not raised, but come from a certain background, that it can't happen. So we already seen that. I showed y'all the doctor who did that reproductive coercion that makes about $300,000 to $500,000 a year. Doctor, that wouldn't look like she dare do some shit like that. So yeah, baby mama test have no discrimination. So if anything, if he gonna get married, he need to have his ducks in order, have some paperwork, have a prenup and everything else. And if she love you enough, she'll have a prenup because she don't plan on doing no disloyal ass shit and go anywhere. But when somebody talk that, oh, you must don't trust me, don't love me, then it's time for you to just tell her, get the fuck on. Take it or leave it. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I mean, that's like if you say I want a DNA test and she get offended, say, well, if you do DNA test, we ain't gonna be together, then so be it. Because I'm gonna make sure that the DNA says 99.9999999. I'm just saying. But let's continue because he said he was finna do public speaking. He was doing something with sheriffs and police, and now his name looked at as deadbeat. He ain't trying to take his responsibilities, and we got him out here speaking for children. I mean, well, at the colleges, and we paid him. Let's finish the rest of the shit. Then I'm gonna open up the chats for y'all.
Matter of fact, a judge, Kenya, it was a lot. So imagine me standing here like, wow, here I just got out of jail for something I didn't even do. But what if I had not got locked up that night before I'd have been with all these police with a warrant and not even known it? You know what I'm saying? So it's just amazing how something can just easily just bring your name into a whole world of negativity. And I ain't know none of that. So
now are you in the clear as it pertains to that?
Yeah, we're in the clear. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We've already established the whole child support thing and all that. So it's cool. It's just one of them things. It's like right now, you know, some of my kids, we don't even to this day don't have a amount that the court, because if the court ain't involved, some of them, you know, one of my sets of twins, she felt like we got to get the court involved. I'm like, why? Let's just do our number and we stick to it. No, she want to get the courts involved. And the other twin mama, she felt like, you know what, it's cool. This the number we on, and that's what we did, and that's it.
Well,
you know what, and here's the thing. See, even you heard what he said. Another one of his baby mama terrors. They like shit. I'd rather go to the courts. See, they think going to the courts necessarily means I'm gonna get my money. It ain't always working like that. Not always. It can happen, but not always. Because I hear so many cases where the man paying $500,000, $800, but then when they go to court, he only getting $300 in the blunder mouth. I'm just saying. So if I was him, since he went through this situation, I would have a contract on all the rest of them. Even the one that says, hey, I don't see no big deal. Contract. I'm not going. Contract. I don't want. And I'll tell him, like, you see what just happened with this one over here. I just want to protect myself and protect you. And we can go to the attorney general or we can do it this way. I'm just saying, you cannot negotiate. Even if, listen, people change, their mindset change, their attitude change. People be in their ear. You know, she get big flashbacks, getting her feelings. You just better be safe than sorry, man. Shout out to Dilly, man, for the $20. He said, I feel for the common man going through this, but when you have 4 baby mama tears with 8 kids and you about to get married, what is he thinking? 973 New Jersey in the building. Shout out to New Jersey, man. Shout out to you, my brother. You're 100% right, man. I see he got twins. He got 2 sets of twins, so that's 4 right there. Damn. I see why he known for popping out twins. Shit. But yeah, I mean, that's where we had to take accountability, man. We had to take accountability for our fuck ups and our actions. You just never know. And you being a celebrity, and you being with a big name, they see you making money, you getting popular, and if you get popular, they see you having more money also. And it's definitely something you should do before you make it in the game, because you know how that go. They come out the woodworks, restraining order and false allegations and child support. It ain't even worth it. When R. Kelly would start going through the shit with these allegations, here come his ex-wife talking about he ain't paid his child support. He had to pay her $169,000 upfront cash. You know what I'm saying? So they'll come out the woodworks talking about he ain't doing all that. That's what I'm saying. Leave them alone. I play Sexy Leroy often. Leave him alone. Shout out to you, my brother. Leave him alone. I want to give a shout out to Rick Moss for the $4.99. He said, man, this mess is crazy. Very. Very. Let me put the link up in here, man. Let y'all, I want to know, did any of y'all go through the same situation? you was paying out of pocket, and all of a sudden she wants you to pay more for whatever reason. She got a new nigga, and she feel now all of a sudden 500 ain't enough. And when you told her, nah, we going to the agreement, and now she's like, I'm gonna take you to child support and all this shit, or try to tell you ain't gonna be able to see your son and all that. Let me know, man. Shit, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fly. Ooh. She says, be accountable for where you put your sperm. That's on men and men only. No, it's not just men and men only, sweetheart. It's actually on men and women, because the same woman that's running around saying he's a piece of shit, he's a deadbeat, he's a lowlife, he don't want to be a father, and he ain't worth shit. No, you have to be careful where you allow a man to put his sperm in. So it takes two, and it takes her to have accountability, but most of them motherfuckers choose single motherism. So that's that. We can't sit back and just say it's just men. Now, when it comes to his situation, yeah, that's on him, because he was stupid enough to think that she was going to be able to be negotiated. You can't negotiate with no terrorists. But as far as when it comes about the sperm shit, it takes both. She say no. Hit the link and come on in and holler at me then. Let me know why you say that it's the man's responsibility, even though it takes two to make a baby. So you hit the link. I want to talk to you. Let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a sperm and it takes the egg. And you can't sit back and say, once he shoot it in, she ain't got ways to prevent the shit, and that the sperm hit, and that's just that. So I want you to tell me why both don't take accountability. You know what I'm saying? So hit the link. Let's talk. She said women can have their legs open all day and night, and will not get pregnant. Come on, hit the link and tell me this. Let's talk. Tell me, because maybe it's something I don't know when it comes to the biology of a woman. Hit the link. Hit the link and holler at me. You will not be disrespected. We're going to talk as adults. We just want to talk. Hit the link and holler at me. I don't want to do the text thing. A woman can keep their legs closed. I mean, a woman keep their legs open all day long if they want to. I think this. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, did you just come on in here, Firefly, or that's not you? Let me know if that's you that's in the back. If that's you, let me know. Is that you in the back? Let me know if that's you, Firefly. I just want to know if that's you or not. Nah, it's not you. Come on, hit the like. Come on, hit the link, man. Let's talk. Let's talk as adults, man. Why you ain't gonna come in? I want you to speak your piece. Come on now. This motherfucker come in here with T.S. Trisha. You got nah, okay. Hey, you got a quiz, folks. T.S. Trisha. Yeah, you did right. Get off, man. I ain't dealing with that. You can't tell me shit about an egg. Motherfucker got T.S. Trisha in the motherfucker. But look, hey, Firefly, come on, holler at me, man. I want to get a clear understanding of this, because I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. I want to get a good understanding when you say that the woman can spread her legs open all day long and she don't get pregnant. Because this guys there, if you want to talk about that, then you got guys that can shoot up the place and they still ain't got no kids for whatever reason. So come on in and holler at me. You come holler at me, man. Come on now, come holler at me, man. Come on now. Don't I got you, Israel, but I want to see Firefly come up in here. Is that you, Whitney? Whitney Firefly, is you Whitney Black? Is that you? Let me know it's you or not. All right, Tricky. I'll take heed of that, but I'll let you ain't gotta come in. Y'all good. Okay. Now, see, here's the thing, Firefly. I'm letting you know, I don't do like these other dudes, and you come on here and then I start calling you bitches and hoes and all like that. I don't get down like that. I'm just saying, when you said that, I wanted to talk as an adult. So I don't do like maybe other channels you probably been on, but You know, it is what it is. I ain't even disrespect you. I ain't even blocked you. So that's why I was saying we could talk as adults, but it is what it is. What's up, fam? What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Everybody know that type of situation where, you know what I'm saying, she knows she can get government daddy on you, so she go ahead and abuse it. Oh, I'm gonna get child support. I'm gonna get the man on you. You know what I'm saying? So all of them, they rub it in your face that none of them will never help you. They love to oppress you. And then they got a transformer coming through. They got an alliance with the Transformers.
I'm
like, you know what I'm saying?
I know Firefly ain't changed her name to TS Trish. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. We talking about age, man. She don't know nothing about
yeah. Ain't nobody worried about no transformer. You ain't even supposed to be. You ain't got no reason to be around these. I don't know. I mean, let me not do this. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like that. But yeah, but
these lot of transformers, they fuck women too. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they get me pregnant.
Firefly say she don't go on nobody's panel, so I respect that. And she also said that, but you could prevent all that by protecting your sperm. I agree to the fullest. Yes, men. You know what I tell y'all? Protect your seeds. A lot of y'all say protect your power. That's your power. I agree to the full. That's why I want you to come on here. Protect you. I agree. Protect your power. But I just want to talk to you when you said that. You said a woman can keep the legs open all day, and you say they can't get pregnant. And also you said that that is all on the man. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the only reason why I want to come holler at you, get a good understanding. But yes, it is the power of the man. That's why leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
They just so delusional. Motherfuckers talk about, oh, it's the man's fault. But they know for a fact they got the custody, they got all the rights and shit, and they be abusing this motherfucker. We see it right now. But they're like, oh, it's the man. It's the man. When they know these motherfuckers is powerless to get raped financially like they are, but oh, it's the man's fault. They're not delusional. They're rubbing it in motherfuckers' face. They want to act dumb. You want to act dumb like it's the man's fault. That's what I'm saying. It's like, are you stupid or are you just acting dumb? Because you cannot be that dumb when you see a motherfucker, a rapper who can't get custody and getting his shit extorted. Now, he got enough for lawyers and shit, but he's still getting this shit extorted. So, y'all, come on, man. Talking about, oh, it's the man's fault. We got a man making all this money and still get fucked up by y'all baby mama terrorists, but it's the man's fault because he ain't got enough power against the state that y'all always like to sick on niggas. Man, that shit is stupid as hell, bro. My bad. I ain't mean, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's cool, man. She say she got her legs open now. So in other words, she keep her legs open and don't have a nigga around. She'll never get pregnant. In other words, she stay celibate, I guess. I'm not a leader. I'm a deadbeat. Y'all know I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. I ain't no leader. I ain't nobody.
And you know what? You know what's really fucked up? And
what?
I want to. They never tell they sons that if they ain't married, they ain't got no rights to the child. Why? Why don't they never say that shit to them? I'm living in this. I mean, being in the school system, none of them know. In fact, some of them want to come back to your class. Like, damn, he done dropped some knowledge on me. I want to come back. I don't even want to go to my other class. Because they like, yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna get abused. You better protect yourself, or you're gonna get arrested, license taken, professional license taken, taxes. They don't know none of that. They just willy-nilly, they watching videos, they baby mama terrorists raising them. And like I said, that's why it's sad. It's really sad because these women don't love their children. They do not love, especially their male children. How can you love him, but don't warn him about what the fuck you just did to his daddy? Why his daddy can't see him? Because of what the fuck you did. And you know what power you got. Why don't you make your son avoid that shit? My bad though. You know how I get sometimes, fam.
Yeah, I know. Tia say, now if you went in the household, you will pay a lot more. So child support is the easy way out. Here's the thing, Tia. Hey, matter of fact, Tia, can you come on here? I want to holler at you. Cause she's saying something that I ain't never heard before. If you was in the household, you'd be paying a lot more. So child support is the easy way out. Hit the link, and tell me what do you mean by that. I know what you mean, but tell me what you mean by that. I want to get a clear understanding because, yeah, you the first woman to ever say something like that. I want you to come and hit the link. Let's talk about that.
Hey, bro, I missed it, bro. What she say?
No, if you was in the house, you'll pay more. And she said that, basically, I'm glad. Hey, I'm gonna put you in the back, bro. I'm gonna let Tia.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want to hear about that. For sure. What's up, Tia?
Hi.
Now I want you to say that again, man. That was something very interesting. Say that again.
I think that these dudes be tripping.
I'm just saying, repeat what you said. You said that, you'll pay more if you was living in the house, right?
Yes.
Right. And so basically you saying, well, child support ain't, shouldn't be a big deal.
It shouldn't. If you was taking care of your responsibilities, you wouldn't have to do that.
Are you a woman? Hello? Well, that answer that. Yeah. Zone, what's good, G? Hey, I don't hear you. We can't hear nothing you saying, bro.
Yeah, fam. You can't hear me.
Nah, not really. Yeah. Hey, do business. What's good? Do business on mute.
Good, fam. Can
you kind of bug?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's going on, bro?
Everything is good, man. Everything is cool. We still doing what we got to do, but basically, with this situation with Young Jock, Young Jock is he's always been a pretty decent dude. You know what I'm saying? You never really heard anything about him. He always he always been a stand-up dude. And that's the thing that kind of bothers me about child support is like you never see the real what people call Pookie and Ray Rays or the real gangsters or the real G's in court. It's always a well put together brother. It's always a good dude. It's always a good man. And when he say he was paying his baby mamas, $4,000 or $5,000 a month, what you said earlier, some guys, when they have a little power, they think that they can just, buy their way out of everything. And that's not the case all the time. Because a lot of us used to think that.
Right.
But it's I hate to say it, but sometimes you might as well just go to court. Because if you know anything about the comedian Jeff Brown, right? He was on the back in the day. Well, I guess it was like 2 or 3 years ago. He was on the 5150 show with Corey Holcomb. They used to always do shows together. And Jeff Brown was like, he got to a position where he said he was paying like $20 a month or $20 a week or something for child support. I was like, I said, God damn, you know what I'm saying? This nigga paying $20 or a week or whatever. So it's like a lot of times you got to let everything work itself out. If they want to take you to court, okay, well let's go to court then. Let's go see. Because like I was in that same situation. Like I wasn't paying my baby mama no $5,000 a month, but I was giving her money. You know what I'm saying? Before the child support thing came, so I was giving her more money than what they asked for. So I was like, well, shit, that's all you get now. Shit, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you got to work it out. I mean, I don't advise any man to put himself on child support or all that kind of stuff. And you really shouldn't have to be on child support because it's really for dysfunctional families. And but the females, they just abuse the system because they look at it as like how people get government assistance. They be like, shit, all I got to do is put this dude on child support, and I'm gonna get this, guap of money. And then when the judge, say, you're gonna get $100 a week or $100 a month or $50 or whatever, because you got some guys that pay that $50 a week, $100 a week, and then they want to get mad. But if you were responsible as a female, or if both parties were responsible with busting nuts and all this kind of stuff, then you wouldn't have to deal with this kind of stuff anyway. So why you want to put these people in your business? It doesn't make any sense at all. You see, a woman should not allow a man. Let me say this right quick. A woman shouldn't never allow a man to lay down with her if you know they're not married, or if they're not really serious about the thing. You see what I'm saying, Mr. Palmer? It's too many people out here just busting nuts up in chicks, man. And that's what you get. All of you dudes out here. You got 17 baby mamas, bro. I'm telling you, it's dudes out here that got 20 kids, bro, 30 kids. And they want people to feel sorry for them. Hey, man, ain't nobody got time for that, bro.
Again, though, that's what I'm saying, man. He got 8 kids. I mean, I'm sure he got the money to pay his child support and all that, but see, we gotta stop being reckless. We gotta stop having kids with monsters. We gotta stop having kids with monsters, man. We gotta do better than that, man. We definitely gotta watch who you lay your seed to, man. It ain't worth it, because when it's all said and done, they're gonna say it's on you, and the courts ain't gonna do shit about it. The courts is gonna just give her that child support. But if you're gonna pay her out of pocket, my suggestion definitely is to go to the attorney general and have the paperwork and have the judge sign off. That's all. You ain't got to go to court. Ain't no negotiation. It's done. 1, 2, 3, or sign a contract, because they will come back on you just paying her that money. But I wouldn't give no $5,000.
Exactly.
Hell no. Oh no.
Don't just go to court. We heard you earlier saying don't just go to court. Nah, don't go to court without no game plan. Don't go if you're gonna pay a lawyer, make sure you tell your lawyer, do this motion, file this affidavit, get discovery. You gotta tell him what to do. You don't just go to court. So don't just tell brother go willy-nilly to court. They don't get screwed, especially fathers. They get drug in the mud.
Well, you know what is real?
Man, not at all.
Well, here's the thing though. If you go, you and her go to see the attorney general, you don't deal with nobody, no child. So all you doing is just bringing up the paperwork. He draw it up and have the judge sign it. You don't have to go to court. Ain't no negotiation. That's about really the best way to do.
Yeah. That's what
you know what I'm saying. Go to the attorney general. You don't need no lawyer. Y'all come with a good agreement that this is what I'm gonna pay. This we're gonna do equal parenting, and can't nobody intervene or nothing. You good. So it's better than paying $5,000 a month.
My God, and then you got dudes that pay more than that, Mr. Palmer, and that's where I agree with you with. You see what I'm saying? Like, dudes got to stop being so stupid, man. You see what I'm saying? You really shouldn't be giving her no money, bro.
Right?
You see what I'm saying? You don't supposed to be giving her nothing.
Right? I agree.
But this is what a lot of guys do, man. You see what I'm saying? You got to break out of that. It happens to the best of us. You see what I'm saying? You got to break out of that because you think you can trust a woman. That's young Jock's problem. See, he's a pretty boy type dude. You see what I'm saying? He thinks that he can trust females, and now he's realizing, no, you cannot.
He's probably the one that I talk about when I tell you, like, they will sit back and go through a baby mama test, go through the bullshit, but then call you a deadbeat when you tell them you're going through the same shit, because he'll still call them queens and godly and Mother Earth, because that's who pay his fucking bills. So yeah, of course, them the ones, you know, I call them simping forces and
bitter milk.
I wish Firefly.
That's a good lesson for him.
But I wish Firefly would come on here, because she's saying it's about damage. I'm like, what do you damage? How? What is damage? That's why I'm saying I wish you'll come on here, because I don't know. Is it because we saying that don't pay $5,000 a month, we damage?
You know what? And the truth be told,
or as you saying, we damage because we saying move wisely and don't be having a bunch of kids. I wanna. That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to come in. I want to get a good understanding. But I mean, I'll let you play for a little while longer. Then I'll let Reverend X speak. So it's cool. But let me give a shout out to Jay Flo, man, my Latino brother. Shout out to him for the $5 cash. He said kids are really in danger when the money runs out. You ain't never lied, brother. 100% facts. Shout out to Jay Flo, man.
But you know, the black woman we talking about that somebody damaged. They talking about somebody damaged, but they did the most damage to motherfuckers. The Holocaust, abortion, the single mother, how they raise these kids, how they hate their kids. Who doing the most damage to motherfuckers? So they gloating over the damage they did to the black community. Yeah, you did damage.
Hey, here go another one. We got Janelle Speak. She said, y'all run around slinging D which I don't know how. I don't do that. Running from commitment and then cry when you make a baby with a woman you don't want to marry, when in reality you don't want to marry any woman. Well, I'm gonna put the link in for you. The link right here, sister. I want you to come on here and speak your piece. I don't want you to like when anybody who disagree, I want you to speak your piece, and you will be respected. You will not be disrespected. I want to get a clear understanding with the y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a bunch of kids all over the place. And
well, let me speak to that right quick, Mr. Palmer.
No, I want
I don't want to.
No, I want to come on here because I want to hear from somebody who really think that every man is out here doing what I guess Young Jock doing. Even though this actually segment is about Young Jock paying out of pocket instead of just either going to child support or having a damn agreement. So he's talking about absent fathers. Well, ain't no absent father. Well, ain't no absent fathers up here. So I don't know. That's why I just want to get clear understanding. No, this segment is about Young Jock who do got a bunch of kids, which I wouldn't dare do, but who was paying a woman $5,000, which that was too much. And also, Young Jock should have had on contract instead of just paying $5,000. Then later on say, "Oh, this is too much," and then now she want to put out false allegations. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want to get a clear understanding, because we talking about it don't mean we went through the shit. Because I wouldn't dare pay nobody no $5,000. I wouldn't pay $3,000, $2,000. Not for no hell no.
She talking about some absent fathers, but how many black women keep the child away from the damn father? It's a damn millions. Y'all never talk about never talk about them at all.
That's another stupid. Hey, Firefly, is that you that just came up? Because I bet you there's somebody else that's just using her name, and I ain't letting you in. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask y'all this question. You know, Tia, Firefly, and the other young lady. You know, let me ask you this. Now, as you see, this dude got 8 kids. Why would you want to be number 9? Why would you want to be number 6? Why would you be number 5? Because I mean, it's a lot of females that will still have a kid with a guy who got all these kids. I do want to know, because you would think that, you know, not saying he ain't take care of his kids, but like, damn, why would you want to be with a guy that got all these kids all over the place?
I think it's a troll talking about better.
Oh, no, it ain't Firefly. This is some other goof. I'm just asking the question, because my thing is the fact that now you talking about these guys slinging the D all over and knocking them up and shit. I get it. I wouldn't dare do it. But what about the ones who will open their legs and allow this shit? That's what I want to know. Why not, as a woman, tell these other so-called women, hey man, why the fuck is you having a kid with this dude that got 8 kids as it is? Instead of talking about the dude that's steady slinging, because he's not finna stop. He gonna keep doing what he doing. So why don't you tell that woman or your sisters, hey, don't get around no dude like that. So, I mean, that's what I want to know. Now, y'all quick to tell us that we need to stop doing this, but what about telling women to stop opening their legs to these motherfuckers?
That'll never happen.
Well, I
mean, they'll do it as a joke or something, but they ain't gonna be serious with it. They ain't gonna be serious with the shit.
But Janelle say the majority of men.
I just want to say this right quick to y'all.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, because that's what I'm talking about, man. These females in our country of America are so dumb. They're really delusional, bro. Like, you're just gonna let the guy lay up in you without any protection, and then you expect to get help from the government. See, y'all lucky y'all don't live in a country like Africa. You understand what I'm saying? Because they got certain countries over there in Africa where dudes is really pumping and dumping, busting up in these chicks and getting them pregnant. They don't get no child support, don't get no help. They just assed out. You got some real, you know what I'm saying? Pookies and Ray Rays over there. You understand what I'm saying? So they just all they doing, Mr. Palmer. Let me see.
Yeah, because I know a lot of.
I would have to get back to you on
African places where you got to go to their father to get their permission.
I would have to get back to you. I'm telling you,
the good ones. There's some good places. That's why they're going overseas.
I know
There's some
for
good
sure.
women around there.
I know for sure. It's a country over there in Africa, bro, where these dudes are busting nuts up in these chicks for real.
Yeah, I know.
They don't
about
have
that.
no assistance, no help.
Might be like South Africa. I don't know.
They are some doing that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. I want to give a shout out to Shelby NYC for the $5 donation. They said, thank God I beat my domestic violence case. Shout out to you, my brother. That's damn good. Damn good. Because I know his was false allegations. So here's the thing, Janelle. You say, why do y'all love to deflect? Why do y'all spend so much time examining a woman rather than yourselves? Why don't you come on here and hit the link and let's talk about that? Because this topic is about young Jock paying $5,000 and not have no paperwork and contract. Now he want to try to, get it lowered and do it on paper the right way with child support. And she put him on false allegations. So what does that got to do with deflecting?
I think it's an alphabet.
It don't matter. They all one the same. They wear the same fake hair. They wear the same fake eyelashes and contacts and shit and fake ass and titties. So they all one the same to me.
Yep, true.
So it don't matter. But I'm just saying, because you saying deflect, but I'm telling you to come on here. Let's talk as adults. Then you keep typing in here. I'm like, I don't take you seriously. So no, I ain't no deflect, because I'm telling you, come holler at me one-on-one. Ain't no deflect. Because I don't know why they keep saying it's crying about child support when we talking about a dude who wasn't on child support paying out of pocket, and then he wanted to lower it, and she did a false allegation because he wanted to lower the money, which he was overpaying anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I think Janelle been on here before. I think she been on here before. But then again, maybe she ain't, because she would know that on my channel that I say men must take accountability. That's the first order of a business, that you have to take accountability. So, I mean, I'm just saying. That's what I'm trying to say. You typing in here saying what men should do and that. Come on here and tell it. You will not get disrespected. Just come with some sense. I want to get a clear understanding on what you're talking about, because that ain't what the subject of this is. But again, I even said it about young Jock, and I asked y'all women. I said, well, men need to stop slanging, but as you see, some dudes ain't gonna stop slanging. Why don't you tell these women to stop having kids with dudes that's slanging and having a bunch of kids? Now, but I ain't nobody answer that question. They saying I'm deflecting.
Case in point, Nick Cannon.
Oh, well, nah. He'll be down. He'll have 20 motherfucking baby mamas long, because they see that man and having that bread. See, he different. He won't be labeled as a nigga slanging. They'll say he paying what he weighing. So that's a whole nother segment. See, that's what I'm saying. They have selective outrage of what a deadbeat is. See, I already know that game. See, he got money to blow. So he as long as he could pay, he good. So you'll have number 29 come over there and get knocked up. So that's what I want to understand. I thought y'all cootie cat was the best, was the value. I thought that was the high value. I thought that was the jewel. I thought that was the diamond. So that's why I said I don't take these motherfuckers seriously, bro.
And that's why this is important, man, because people can't be afraid of child support. I bet you she scared his ass into 5,000 by talking about going to the man. That's probably what it was. And then when he went lower, she's like, I'm gonna do it. And then she went to downtown on a nigga, like they all do. You feel me? Like most of them do. You feel me? So that's what happened though. He was scared. Don't be scared of child support. You got to get with brothers like us, knowledgeable brothers. We'll navigate you, especially if it just came to you. There's ways of dealing with it. Get a business. Pay yourself to your business, and then you know what I'm saying. It's different ways of going about it.
Yeah, but you know what? But the unfortunate thing when it comes to young Jock will still sit back and say these motherfuckers are queens and try to justify why she did what she did. Later on, he will justify why she did what she did. He's not gonna come out and say, man, I was done unjustly and I was already overpaying and I just wanted to get on paper. He'll be next month be talking about some God queen, she's the best baby mama I ever had. So that's why I say I don't feel sorry for him at all. Honestly, I don't.
And that's why we don't take people like young Jock serious.
Yeah. Do me a favor, moderator. I already see Janelle is not gonna come on here. I see she's gonna, say y'all and everything, which I have no problem with, but I need one of you moderator go ahead and listen to Reverend X, okay? And make that happen.
Cut that bitch off.
Handle that. So, like I was saying, man, because If you're gonna come on here and say you disagree, I have no problem with that. If you're gonna come on here and even say that it's me in fault, I have no problem with that. But if I ask you to come on this motherfucker and you tell me, well, I ain't gonna come on here, and I'll never come on here, I respect that. But if you steady talking that bullshit, I don't take you seriously. Because you wouldn't even come on here and talk as an adult. So I don't take you serious. So ain't no sense you talking in the comments if you're not gonna come on here. Because if any one of you females come on here, I will let everybody else go in the back and we talk one-on-one, and you will not be disrespected. So I don't take you serious. So you can talk all this shit in your chat all you want. So, like I said, if you disagree, you have that right. If you say, well, it's me in fault, you got the right. But you keep talking that off the wall, goof ass shit, you're gonna get Reverend next. Shout out to Face Facts for the 999. Child support is never the issue, which is not. Fuck child support is about a system, not the money. But the plantation breeders know their usefulness to the system is up since we are walking away. 100% facts. It ain't about no damn money. Shit, shout out to Face Facts. And he from New York. He know full well about this shit. Let me let my man Shelby NYC tell a story, because he say he survived that case. Unmute, brother.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good. You in New York too, right? NYC.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in the Bronx, man. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. Tell me about your case that you say you survived it, because I already know these false allegations.
Yeah, bro. Check this out. So my baby mother and I lived together. We were engaged. And I saw a lawyer. I said, "Yo, this ain't working out."
Right.
My lawyer, "Yo, pay me $1,500, and I can make an agreement. All we gotta do is get it agreed upon at the court. She signs it, you sign it. That's it." I went to my baby mom and said, "Look, it's not working out. I still want to see my child. And let's just go to my lawyer. You get an attorney. I get an attorney. We pay $1,000. We get notarized, go to court, wrap it up." She said, "Nah, she didn't want to do that." I said, "Oh, shit." So after that, my lawyer said, "You know what? Only thing we have to do is we have to go to court and petition for joint custody." So thanks be to God, I won temporary joint custody, right?
Okay.
7 days later, she went to the precinct and said that I was a threat to her and my 3-year-old daughter. 7 days later.
Live together, right?
We lived in the same house, my brother.
Okay.
Same house.
I'm sorry. I want y'all to listen to what he's saying. They lived together. The child was playing, and they weren't getting along. He wanted to pay child support, but she didn't like what he said. So we'll continue. We want y'all to get clear understand. This is in New York City. Go ahead.
Yeah. So one Friday evening, the cops came to my house and was like, "Look, we got an order of protection against you." I said, "What is this?" He said, "You have to you got to leave, but if you stay in this house, if she calls the cops on you, we must come back and lock you up." I said, "What?" So I left the house. I went to the nearest police precinct, right, in the Bronx. And luckily, I saw a brother, which sometimes don't even matter, whatever. So I saw the police officer in the precinct. He said, "Look, my dude, we check your record. We have no felonies, no misdemeanors. But look, if you look at her the wrong way, if you get into an argument and she calls 911, we have to come back and lock you up." He said, "Look, here's what you got to do." He said, "Go back to the crib, but don't go inside. Call 911, ask for a police escort. Wait for my officers to come and escort you in the house to get your stuff and leave." Because he said he's seen too many brothers get jammed up this way. You know what I'm saying? So that night, I went back to the crib. I did what he told me to do. I called 911, asked for a police escort. There was 2 cops who got me in the apartment. She was still there with my daughter. I got my stuff and had to go to my homeboy's crib. So luckily, she didn't jam me up that way. So 12 months later, our court date came into play, right? And all through this 12 months, right, I still had joint custody of my daughter, right? And so we was in court, And my lawyer asked my baby mother, I said, you know what? In the last 12 months, have you called the cops on your daughter's father? Have you called CPS on your daughter's father? She says no. And luckily, I saved all my text messages because in that 12-month period, she would ask me to watch my daughter on the weekend when it wasn't even my weekend. So my lawyer said to my baby mother, if he's a threat to you and his 3-year-old child, why are you asking him to watch your daughter? This bitch started stuttering and stammering. He said, how come you haven't called the cops in 12 months? Because in New York, man, these cases take so long to go through the system. You gotta wait 3 months for a court date. It's adjourned, another 3 months, another 3 months. So it's 12 months later. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, I proved that this bitch was a liar. You know what I'm saying? She said that I slammed the door on her foot. So the lawyer asked her, when supposedly she slammed the door on your foot, what direction was he standing? Was he standing in front of you, or was his back towards you? She was like, well, his back was towards me. So my lawyer proved that I was trying to get away from this woman. I slammed the door behind me, and she put her foot between the door and the hinge and hit her foot. But she claimed I was an abuser. So last thing, I won't go too long-winded, but that cop who helped me out was like a godsend. Because how my lawyer explained to me, many cops don't do that. And then come to find, don't do that. So come to find out, I saw other cops, right, who are actually in the same situation that I was in, who are even screwed up even more. But I'm saying this is a great show because a lot of dudes go through this, and I thought, oh, woe is me, I'm the only dude going through this. But yo, it's the same Jezebel spirit, my dude. Custody, DV allegations, child support, all in the same order. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I don't get out. People come on here talking about, oh, you whine about child support, bitch. I'm not giving about no child support.
Yeah. And dude, the thing is though, I try to tell, I said, yo, let's just do this outside of court. Let's spend $1,000, get a lawyer, get it notarized, and then let's move on with our lives. But now she went to war. She went to war with me. Crazy.
So what ended up happening? You still got equal parenting? How's it going now?
Yo, thank God I have equal parenting. Thank God. I have her and my daughter half the week, and we alternate the weekends. But I'm still fighting my child support case for like 2 years. I'm still fighting it though. Hopefully it comes to a resolution this month. Hopefully.
Wait a minute, what you owe child support or you paying it?
I'm on a temporary order for the last 2 years.
2 years, okay. So what's the order?
So I'm paying $724 a month.
Wait a minute, even though you got equal parenting?
Yep. And brother, it was $1,300 last year.
Wow.
But the lawyer, she reduced it to $724, and my lawyer said most likely it'd probably be like $300 probably when it's all said and done. But it's a fight, my dude. It's a fight.
I want y'all to hear that again. This brother just said he got equal parenting time, and at one point he was paying $1,300, but now he's paying $700 when he shouldn't be paying nothing. But I know most states they have you to still pay child support equal parenting, even because you make more money. But $300 sound more justified than $700.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. The thing is, like your show, like puts the spotlight on these situations that happen all the time. But as you say, a lot of men, white, black, Hispanic, don't want to talk about it, but it happens to a lot of men, for real.
Yeah, it does, especially in New York, man. I got a lot of brothers from New York, man. Face Facts from New York, man. He's still fighting the fight. Damn.
Yo, cause last thing, right before I go,
okay.
If I would have lost my case, I would have had to have supervised visits, like 1 hour per week, if I lost my case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, Now, you and her was in a relationship, right? You didn't meet her at the club. I mean, you ain't do a pump and dump and a oopsie. You actually was in a relationship with her, because everybody here I don't know why they come in here thinking that, oh, well, you shouldn't be out here slinging it like that.
We put a down payment on the reception for the wedding, so it wasn't no hood shit, man. We actually were getting married.
Right. Okay. Well, let me ask you this: what you think changed the whole ordeal? Because, like you say, you was engaged, y'all was somebody get married, and then all of a sudden the bullshit happened. What you think changed it, or what happened? What she do? What you do?
Check this out, bro. When I first met her sister, right? Check this out. Her baby father signed off his parental rights like 3 years before me and her got into it, right? And I'm like, why would a man sign off his parental rights? Now, I was totally blue pill. I didn't get the manosphere, right? So I realized her sister was the real baby mama terrorist.
Okay.
And so she started to influence my then fiance. If he don't do this, do X, Y, Z. But I'm thinking that her sister's baby father was a deadbeat. Once again, I was really blue pill.
Yeah, I fell for that sucker shit too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was blue pill. Next thing you know, she was a terrorist. So she was just terrorizing me at home. It was no peace. She was now I'm not gonna lie, I was no angel, but we could have worked out our differences. But she went to the 10th degree, try to ruin me, ruin my reputation. I could have lost my career. I could have lost my apartment. Lost my because I'm a teacher at a college, right? I can't have DV.
Oh no, you can't. No, you can't.
I can't have that. So I could have lost everything behind this whole DV stuff, man. It's a real serious thing, man. Real serious. Because
Yisrael, he's from Ohio. He's a school teacher. He teaches high school, and
yes,
he lost his career because
can't have
of the allegation. The mother, Mama Ter's the grandmother terrorist.
My principal didn't believe that. He already knew.
I mean, schools will fire you just for even having an accusation. They don't play that shit.
If it was a baby mama terrorist, if it had a white dude principal, he was cool as hell. But if it was probably a woman principal, she probably, you hurt children. I'm gonna hurt my baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Let me fall back.
That's crazy, man. Hey, Shelby, as always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for being on here, man. I didn't know you was teaching. I didn't know you was teaching college. Yeah, man. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you brothers got a lot to lose with false allegations, family court, and shit like that. And motherfuckers wonder why I say fuck child support.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Keep it up, man. For real. Keep it up, brother.
I ain't stopping, man. Hey, I appreciate you as always, brother. You can stay on if you want to, but I definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna let Zone and DeBell speak their piece, man.
All right, cool. I respect.
Hey, appreciate you. Yes, sir. Man, you can't make this shit up. Zone, DeBell, what's good?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me this time, Mr. Palmer?
Yeah, I hear you good. That's what I say. Sometimes you just have to go out and come back in, man.
Yeah, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. What's going on, DeBell 5000? Salute to Mr. Palmer.
Y'all?
Salute to Israel. Do business. Yeah, man, with this whole jock situation, it's well, first of all, I think I don't really know how I feel about the when Jock brought up the fact that he was paying $5,000 a month or something like that. And the reason I say that is because y'all remember like a few years ago when T.O. went on what was it, Dr. Phil or something like that, and he was talking about how he got caught up because he was paying, one of his baby mamas like, tens of thousands.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yes.
Yeah, and then and then the next one caught wind of that. So she was like, "Oh, you paying this one that much? Well, if you paying her that much, now I want the same or I want more."
Yeah.
So when it comes to money and your legal situations, gentlemen, you got to be very conscious of mentioning dollar amounts in public like that, because when you do, especially if it's on the internet, even TV, because shit gets syndicated these days, so that shit be running around forever. That could always be held against you. That could always be some kind of evidence, you know, so you got to be, it's a plus because it's like, man, you paying her $60,000 a year. Like some men don't even make $60,000 a year, and that's what you're paying her in a legally binding agreement. You know, but like I said, the bad thing about it is, okay, it's out there. So, you know, if you get into any future entanglements, they can always go back and say, well, you was paying her 5,000. You know, you have a side baby. You was paying her 5,000 or whatever. And then, you know, it in 2022, you know, where men, when we are having an enlightenment time period, it's, and considering that he's a man of a certain status, he's getting married. You know what I'm saying? With all of the, it's like that's the last problem. Like that's the last thing you should be doing now in these times. Like you say, Mr. Palmer, if you want to go and do a spiritual marriage, that's cool. I myself personally, I don't believe that I'm ever going to get legally married. A spiritual marriage is something that I would possibly consider in the future, but definitely not right now. Because, you know, 90% out of 100, I'm pretty sure it's not going to last. Like you have to think about it. Like these women in existence now are not like our grandmothers and great grandmothers. My grandparents, they still married now. They've been married for over 60 years, I believe, or whatever. Think about it now. You getting married to a woman in 2022. Do you think that she has the patience, the morals, the standards, the longevity to stick with you for a lifetime in this society? You know what I'm saying? Where you got chicks booty popping on Instagram daily, you know, whatever the new trend is, you know, whether it's the Kylie Jenner lips, you know, or the BBL, or, you know, whatever cosmetic beauty standard is in, you know, they got all these chicks trying to keep up and trample over one another. Do you really think that you're going to find a woman? Now, I'm not saying they're not out there, but marrying legally in America, where you can get, as a man, you can get graped up the wazoo and never recover from that. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to AM the other day, and you know, he was telling a story about how there was a frog and a scorpion, and basically the story was something like there was a river, there was a frog and a scorpion. Now, frogs are amphibians; they're good with water, forests, you know, stuff like that. Scorpions, I'm in the desert, you know, scorpions and water don't mix, right?
Right.
So the scorpion was like, I need to get across the river. Can I get on your back? The frog was like, nah, little bitch, you gonna sting me if I put you on my back. You. And then so the scorpion was like, well, if I sting you, then we'll both drown. And then the frog was like, man, you got a point there. You got a point. So the frog was like, come on, let's go. So they get halfway across the river. The frog starts to feel this pain on his back. And the frog said, what's going on? What did you do to me? And the scorpion said, I stung you. The frog said, now we're both going to drown. And the frog said, I thought you wasn't going to sting me. The scorpion said, that's just how it is. So, you know, like
it's in the nature.
It's in the nature, man. And you know, like the college professor just brought up, man, that Jezebel spirit. And even that live you did a few months ago where you played the preacher that was talking about the Jezebel spirit, man. I was riding in the passenger seat on my way to San Diego, and I was watching that, man. I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Palmer, to this day, I still think that might have been one of the best live streams, you know what I'm saying, the best messages, because that message that the preacher was preaching about the Jezebel spirit, that's a powerful, that's a powerful message, man. And people men in particular, you know, in that message, he was explaining how, you know, you have to constantly check that Jezebel spirit, because it don't matter, you know, how godly the woman is, or, you know, how down she is or righteous she is for you. That Jezebel spirit is just something else, man. It's powerful, and that you gotta keep it in check. You can't even allow it, you know what I'm saying, to get any kind of traction over you. But you know, with and then um I'm not on child support, but you said that you wanted us to like share a story of, like, you know, kind of us getting in a similar situation. So I never been on child support. I do support my 13-year-old daughter, but it was one time where my daughter's mother, she almost became a BMT on me, and that was towards the end of our that was towards the end of our relationship, the first of many times towards the end. You know, you be breaking up and getting back together and all of this kind of stuff. But yeah, I remember, I never forget it. I was at work one day and she called me, and she must have been in her feelings. And she was like, we've been rocking with each other for this long. You know, I don't think that we can cohabitate together anymore. You know, you might want to think about, and our both of our names is on the lease. She was like, you might want to think about living somewhere else. Or she was like, and if you want to see your daughter, then you might want to think about, setting yourself up on some kind of child support or something like that. Now I'm working, dealing with patients, and this is the kind of call that I'm getting. And it's not funny, but it's kind of funny because I remember like it was yesterday. Like, I always been the kind of cool guy in the office when we were in the office. And when I and 95% of the staff is females, women. So when I tell you they could sense a change in me, they would, they was like something's wrong. Like it was like a cold spirit that came over, because this was long before the manosphere, long before you telling us to change the laws of our mind, keep our veins cold. But I experienced, that was my first time experiencing, like you say, I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked. You know what I'm saying? That was my first wake up call, awakening. Luckily, we were able to get it worked out, because I had some leverage too on my end. I'm like, okay, if you're gonna play that game, then I'm gonna have to come out. I'm gonna have to come out the closet on you with your medical records to a psychologist, and let's see who's really really let's see who's the stable one here. Let's see who's going to end up, so you know I was going to use my profession to my benefit, because those medical records, they can go, if you know how to use them right, they can go a long way in your favor. But you have to know how to use them right, present them right, and keep track and keep track of things like that. But with this whole jock situation, man, it would be cool if he kept the same energy. He probably, and I'm gonna wrap it up, because I know the Bell 5000 want to speak and everything, but it would be cool if he keeps the same energy. He probably, and like you said, we have to get comfortable with talking about these situations. And the reason that Jock probably didn't want to talk about it is because he did not want that term deadbeat, or down low or dirty attached to his name, because a lot of people, a lot of mainstream people, a lot of blue pill people, a lot of people that watch Gayle King, Oprah, all of those people, a lot of people are not familiar with how bad. They just think that, like the chick that came in here said, just pay. I don't understand why you have a problem paying it. Just do what you're supposed to do. The problem is that we do what we're supposed to do, but they know that the system, basically, to the system, men to the system, we're walking corporations.
Right.
So they don't understand. It's not about just pay what you weigh and all of this kind of stuff and do what you're supposed to do. It's about it's the fact that we can be the nicest, most outstanding gentlemen that you may have ever came in contact with in your life, but the second that something doesn't go in your way, now you want to wage a war by opening cases, calling, the police, judges, police, anybody that has the power to remove a man from their household is a simping forces. You just went over a 2-day documentary with Divorce Corp. All of them judges in that documentary, they're all simping forces. The police, they're simping forces, because that's why I would never be able to work in that profession, because I don't think that I could sleep at night knowing the destruction that those judges and police officers and the systems cause for men in general. So it's not about, just do the right thing. We want to do the right thing. We try to do the right thing. But when we do the right thing, it's like you don't get it. And with Jock's situation, it's important that I'm glad that he talked about that. And if he stays at this, if he keeps the same kind of energy that he has right now, he'll be red pill. Everything that he was talking about in that interview was red pill talking points. Now, I don't consider myself a red pill. I'm not really a person that subscribes to all of that pill stuff. I just subscribe to being a man and a black man and being an advocate for men and calling out bullshit when I see it. But this is why it's important, whether it's, whether you're an artist, whether you're a content creator, whether you're a businessman, this is why it's important to gain the support of men, because every time that you see one of these artists where they have a basic fan base of women, when the women ain't feeling you like that, you're finished. But men, we have a tendency to pass judgment, and what we'll do is, okay, okay, we made this mistake. He ain't so bad. We'll support you. With R. Kelly, I would say with R. Kelly, he's still relevant, but he lost a lot of female fans because a lot of his base, a lot of his support was female. That's why with me, with anything I do, whether it's business, whether it's content creation or whatever, I try to gain the support of many men as I possibly can, because I know in general men go through the same stuff that I go through. We go through the same stuff that each other go through. So they're not going to be so quick to get in their emotions and their feelings and say, I want to work the system against you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's all I got on this for right now, man.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. I want to give a shout out to Chris Blue for the $5 donation. He said, if I knew about this kind of content years ago, I would have saved tens of thousands of dollars and stress. And he said, listen up, young brothers. 100% facts. The Bell, what's good, bro?
What's going on, y'all?
Man, you know me, laying on the couch.
Yes, indeed. What's up to the panel? What's up to the chat?
Man, it's your world, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. In this day and climate, man, we need a reform of our way of thinking, and we need to change the blueprint on how we live in our lives, because these bitches are I mean, they're getting worse and worse, and they're moving with no mercy, and you know what I'm saying, and they're destroying a lot of lives, man, a lot of shit in their path. They're destroying, man, for the sake of being vindictive and selfish, and you know what I'm saying, and in their path, they don't give a fuck about you, the children, and a lot of times they don't give a fuck about themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's just some fucked up shit, man. And and when I'm saying change the way that you think and change the way that you live and the way you move, man. And I'm not saying get into pimping, man, because I wouldn't send a nigga to I wouldn't send a nigga to be a mechanic, man, and go replace an engine with a screwdriver, man. So I ain't gonna send a nigga on a dummy mission. Right. But what I'm saying is, hey, man, just like that motherfucking book that Steve Harvey brought out, right? act like a lady and think like a man.
I'll be a simp.
Yeah. Well, we need to act like a man and think like a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we think with the little head before the big head. You know what I'm saying? And most of us think that way because a lot of us are overly sexualized. And that comes, you know, as a youth, just being around, you know, a bunch of females, and just the way our culture is overly sexualized. And you know, we fuck before we think. So you know what I'm saying? So that's why pussy has a lot of control over us. You know what I'm saying? And it's the nature of this whole thing is that, you know, like we hustle, we try to get nice things, we try to you know, we try to do a lot of things to attract females and please females. But that shit, man, fuck all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I heard this from a white man. When you chase females, you lose money. When you chase money, you'll never lose females. They always come to the pond to drink water. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, act like a man, think like a pimp. And when you know, when Mr. Palmer uses the phrase keep your veins cold, you know what I'm saying? You got Jap that says dig discipline. You know what I'm saying? All these things, man, require discipline. You know what I'm saying? Mentally and physically. And you know, a lot of us, we out of shape. You know what I'm saying? So you got to work on this shit gradually, man, because growth is is a process. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, I propose, man, that a nigga do a 30-day challenge. Wear your condoms, save your money, go shopping, go grocery shopping. Stop taking these bitches on dates. They cost money. If you want to go on a date, go grocery shopping, have a bitch come cook for you. That way that food is at your house. You're gonna have leftovers. You're gonna save money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, stop tricking.
That all equals to change the laws of your mind, fellas.
Absolutely. And then, you know what I'm saying, as far as I mean, the way we are just taken for granted in society as a man, you know what I'm saying? The role of the role of the man in society is valuable as a motherfucker. So why is it free? You know what I'm saying? When you, as a man, you're a protector, a provider, a teacher, a leader, a pleaser, a father, a husband, a boyfriend, and all this shit comes at an expense, financially, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So when you offering all this to a female and she gives you nothing in return, you know, some basic shit like, you know, we talk about you know, we want I mean, we definitely want commitment, but we want compliance. We want, you know, sex, which comes along with the territory anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? The emphasis of sex shouldn't even be in the equation, because that comes along with the territory of just, you know, a man and a woman's relationships. So we need to stop putting so much emphasis on sex, because that's nothing but an act that animals can do. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, man, I mean, you know, as far as loving yourself and thinking about yourself, man, niggas need to leave drugs and alcohol alone, man, because you cannot build a foundation on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So when you have no respect for yourself, man, you can't expect other people to respect you, man. So when you're loving yourself, you're gonna you know what I'm saying, you're gonna evaluate who you around, who you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna go for a lot of bullshit, a lot of these things that you know, that come along with life. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna, you know, you're gonna map out your the people that you have around you, you're gonna take them through a different type of evaluation process, man, because when you're looking out for yourself, it's kind of different. Like, like a lot of people that, when you look out for others, you tend not to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're so busy looking out for others. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, life is like the game of chess. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the objective of the game is to protect the king at all costs. When the king is done, the game is over. And you only get one shot at this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the way I see it, man, society, man, it's been trying to dismantle the man and disarm the man for years. And when they get you to put your shield down, basically, they remove the teeth out the lion. You know what I'm saying? So you still look like a lion, but you no longer function like a lion. And you're no longer dangerous. And that's why it makes it easy for a motherfucker to disrespect you, take advantage of you, and take your shit and kill you. And that's this motherfucking court system. And that's what these bitches is doing. They taking you to go get your motherfucking teeth removed. And you know what I'm saying? And they charging you for it. And you paying with your blood. So, you know what I'm saying? I propose that, man, to a man. You know what I'm saying? I know motherfucker ain't just gonna go cold turkey, man, but try to do that shit, man, at least 30 times, at least a month at a time, man, and try to get it to a year. And if we can prevent these bitches from getting pregnant, you know what I'm saying? You can save your money, buy your property, buy your house, you know what I'm saying? Get established in life, you know what I'm saying? And stop, I mean, we just gotta stop chasing pussy, man, and think about ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? The way you looking for these bitches, man, look for your happiness. You know what I'm saying? Put effort into that, and that's all I gotta say, man. Y'all there?
Yeah, that was bars, the bell.
Yeah, we
Bars.
good. Yeah, we good, brother.
I thought I wolled y'all to sleep, man.
Shit, where Mr. Palmer at?
There was some good words though, fam.
Taking in that game, man. Taking in that game.
You were talking to me too, for real. But I ain't gonna tell you when you was talking to me, but you was talking to me. All right.
I agree 100%, man. Especially when you was talking about the drugs and alcohol. I got in my spot right now, I got one bottle of wine that's not even open. And if you hear right now, you don't hear no sobbing, no whining, none of that in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the 30 days, it ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing better than peace, man. Ain't nothing better than peace.
Right. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can do it 30 days at a time, man, and make it to a year, man, I mean, just think the impact you could make that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, there will not be no babies made.
Facts.
Across the country. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know what I'm saying? I mean, at least that generation or that year, a nigga ain't going to court. Because that's what we got to do, man. We got to avoid going to the court and facing this white man, especially after these motherfucking videos, man. You know what I'm saying? Back to back, 2 days in a row. Hey, man, these motherfuckers is flossing on us. They telling us what they doing. You know what I'm saying? They telling us how they taking advantage of us. You know what I'm saying? For that right there to even be for them type of videos to even be out, it's like, this is what we doing to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing about it. And the man came on talking about, you know what I'm saying, every time you come in there, man, you paying for his Rolls Royce, you putting gas in his Rolls Royce, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, these motherfuckers is getting paid on all levels. The attorneys getting paid, the judges is getting paid, the mediators is getting paid, the little punk ass motherfucking what they call that shit, the resolution,
Yep.
little conflict or resolution motherfuckers, and they ain't even resolving conflict. They get
Mm-hmm.
paid because they got a group of motherfuckers in there. And I think here it's like 190 a piece. So just think how many classes these motherfuckers have per night with about 13 to 14 people in it per night for an hour. So I mean, you know, they racking up money on us, man. You know what I'm saying? And all we're doing is thinking about our children and trying to be in our children's lives and trying to save money at the same time, where, you know, they don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about your pain. They don't give a fuck about how you getting the money, as long as they get the money.
They say you taking your children's college tuition in divorce court and paying the judges and the lawyers' children's college tuition.
Absolutely. And paying their mortgage, paying their bills. I mean, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this is just the way it is, man. So I mean, I don't think that part is gonna change. So we need to change. This is
Yeah,
the shit we got control of, is us and the way we move and the way we conduct ourselves. So if these bitches, you want to play that game, because these bitches ultimately need us. We're the ones that pay entertainment to pay them. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't,
Right.
you know, I mean, bitches, if they like the strippers, the hoes, the OnlyFans bitches, whatever the case may be, if they depend on women to finance them, they be broke.
Facts.
Hey, y'all, I owe y'all an apology. I should have told you. If y'all see me mute my shit, that means I walked off. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
y'all,
good, Mr.
Yeah,
Palmer.
y'all can just talk it. Like, yeah, y'all just talk or whatever. Because I tell you, I'm getting this electrical stuff done, and I had to walk off and shit. You know me.
Hey, I have a female associate, and we real cool. And she called me a couple mornings ago. You know what I'm saying? Just to, I guess, get some shit off her chest or whatever. And she was like, "Hey, have you heard from so and so in a while?" I said, "Nah, I ain't heard from her." I said, "What's good with her?" She was like, "Oh well, she something happened with her ceiling fan or whatever, and she quit her part-time job, and now she got another part-time job." I said she ain't with UPS no more, because the chick that we were discussing had a part-time job working at UPS. I said, "She ain't at UPS no more?" She said, "No." I said, "Where's she at now?" She said, "She's at Walmart." Walmart is always hiring.
Hey, I want to give before I give a shout out to fake account.
Oh man.
Hey, look, before I give a shout out to fake account, I got you, brother. I really got you. I gotta give a shout out to Tia. Tia was in here for a minute. She was in here riding and shit. She was actually cool, talking a little shit, but she wasn't doing too much like the other motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta post what she just said. She says, "Until you do right by the women and children, you will meet a terrible fate. The Queen Mother has spoken. I'm being real messy right now, and I have no problem with that. So I'm gonna be messy too." Shout out to the moderators. Shout out to the Baby Mama Terrence Bounty Hunters. I'm gonna let Reverend X be messy as well. Y'all already know what the fuck it is.
Cut that bitch off.
Handle that. Handle that. Handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? She lasted longer than the average though. But you know, you can be messy. I'm gonna be messy too with Reverend X. Handle that. Now, I want to give a shout out to Fake Account for the $50 donation. He said, "Can you do a video on what info a woman needs to know about a man to put him on child support?" All right, I'll holler at you. All right, anytime for sure. Appreciate you. All right, cool. All right. Forgive me, y'all. You know, I told you, you know, I'm doing what I do best. Couch ganging and doing nothing, deadbeating and shit. Forgive me. But yeah, shout out to Fake Account for the $50 donation. They said, "Can you do a video on what info a woman needs to know about a man to put him on child support, like his real full name or social security number, address, etc., so we can avoid giving them this info if possible. Yes, it's possible. I'll do it this week. And on that note, I gotta let my man Clifford Burns speak his motherfucking piece. What Christmas season it is? Christmas what?
Christmas Eve, and they're calling my lawyer for 2 payments, telling him there's a warrant going out for his arrest. Where does he live? I got a fucking apartment in a post office box because I don't want people bothering me anymore.
Shout out to Clifford Burns up in this motherfucker. Yeah. Shout out to Clifford Burns. Hey, I got you, brother. That's something that I'll definitely talk about. And you know what? When I do this, I'm going to have other brothers come on here, man, because you need to hear it, not just from me, you need to hear from others, because different states, different rules, different circumstances. So, yeah, you definitely, matter of fact, what state you live in, bro? Just tell me the state. I see you got figure count. Just say the state, and we'll take it and run with it, and we'll talk about that. But shout out to you for the $50 donation. Appreciate you to the fullest. And see, this is what I'm saying, y'all. If y'all got to have a fake account, or if y'all, because y'all know y'all, in the military or profession, or you already know if they found who you are, it's going to be worse. Hey, man, this is what you do, man. Donate, be behind the scenes. You just as important as somebody on the front line, because everybody can't be on the front line. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for that. But the bell.
Yo.
You dropping that ism, man, as always, man. You shaking up the panel and shit. I have no problem with it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Man. But let me ask you this. Is there because I truthfully, man, I don't know too many P's within the years being around them and knowing some that had to deal with child support. Is there other P's that had to deal with or deal with child support?
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, this the trip. See, because most I ain't gonna lie, because when I come with Don Juan, know about Don Juan and all them, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he even still got kids. A lot of them didn't have no kids.
You talking about Magic Don Juan? I think he do got kids.
He do? Okay.
Yeah, I think he got multiple.
Talked about it, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, what, 70 years old, 60? But I'm saying a lot of them didn't deal with child support. They didn't go through child support, and they was able to, I guess, I don't know, got the right woman, or they said fuck it, or he.
No. What it is I mean, you live a lifestyle to where, you know what I'm saying? I mean, some people navigate a lifestyle to where, they don't put nothing in their name.
Oh, okay.
And right. You know what I'm saying? Because as you go through relationships, I mean, you rarely get longevity out of your folks. You know what I'm saying? And in the midst of fucking with your folks, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might end up pregnant, and usually, you know what I'm saying, these bitches, they don't have a job, you know what I'm saying, because their job is, doing what they do, right? So a lot of times when they have kids, they get on assistance. And so it's not necessarily the bitch putting them on child support, it's the system putting on child support, because, most of them, get on assistance.
Yeah, that's some shit, man.
Damn, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even the ism it can escape that.
Or
shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you move on from the broad, you know what I'm saying, and get to the next broad, you know what I'm saying? That broad, she might be jealous or whatever the case may be, or you know what I'm saying, and put you on it. But I had a punk that was outside the game that did that to me. So
I remember, right. That's and you get somebody on the outside of this shit, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if a bitch out there selling popcorn and lemonade. You know what I'm saying? The system is there as a weapon for a man anyway, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? And the shit's getting promoted, more and more. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like their mamas is gonna tell them about it, their aunties is gonna tell them about it, their cousins is gonna tell them about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a generation and an indoctrination of This is how it goes. Men ain't shit. Fuck men. If they do this to you, then you do this to them. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, it's like the shit is going hand in hand with having relationships and babies and marriage and the relationships, man. It's like when you hurt them, they want to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you ain't even intentionally trying to hurt them and they get hurt, they want to hurt you. And the only way to hurt you is with your baby and with the system. It hurt your pockets. You know what I'm saying? So
Sad part, man.
that's just the fucked up way about it. But speaking of the game, right? I always had a question for the fellas, right?
Mm.
Cause you know what I'm saying, like, people ask hey man, what kind of percentage do you take? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
I know, hold on.
I know they don't ask you that. Wait a minute, they actually ask you that question?
I mean, a lot of squares do. You know what I'm saying? They talk about percentages and shit, right?
That's the thing, but go ahead.
So this is what I want to ask, right? When you married or when you got a girlfriend you living with, what percentage of her check are you getting?
0.
Can I hear it in the chat? What percentage of your wife's check or your girlfriend's check are you checking?
0.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So
0.
that's why.
Unless it's a different game over there. 0.
Right.
I'm asking 0. And Larry said none.
Okay. Okay. Because let me tell you something. Like with those relationships, right? Now she's saving her money and spending yours, right?
Hey,
so
OG said that the instructor get 80%.
80%?
Yeah, he said an instructor.
So she keeping 20 and you getting 80, right?
She shouldn't
so
keep
so when it's a bump in the middle of the night, how much percentage you going down to check on it? 80% or 20%?
Hey, but real talk though, real talk.
Yeah.
Other cultures like Islam and they like here the ones I see in America, the head of the house, which usually the father, she gives the check. Everybody in that house get a check to him. Everybody, the son, the daughter, the wife. It's different, man. The culture different, fam.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Don't even work.
You know,
it don't even work.
Because let me tell you this.
Shit.
The reason why it's rules and regulations in the game as far as being out of pocket or whatever, is because a female is not allowed to be social like the modern bitch on the social media, being loose and out of pocket. This bitch got more homeboys than you do.
Right.
All that old type of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
friends. I've been knowing him for all these years.
All that old cornball ass shit. But see, and that's what brings a whole lot of confusion in the relationship. And now you and this bitch is going tit for tat. Oh, she cheat on me, I'm gonna cheat on her, and all this whatever, back and forth bullshit, right? Well, in the game, the implement of the rules of being in pocket is because if you are out of pocket with another pimp, this nigga can check you for everything you got. And when you go back and tell your man, this nigga robbed me, or this nigga took my money, or this nigga took my purse, or whatever the case may be. So if it was a non-pimp nigga she was fucking with, the nigga would want to go get that nigga. But see, a real nigga is gonna ask that nigga, hey man, what did this bitch do? Oh man, shit, man, she was flirting with me. You know what I'm saying? And then the flirt turned into an argument and all this old type of shit. So you know what I'm saying? I felt that bitch was out of pocket, and she I had to get it. You know what I'm saying? So any other nigga will want to kill this nigga or fight this nigga or whatever the case may be. But you know who could have avoided that whole situation? The bitch. See, these bitches put niggas in positions all the time to, to put your life, your freedom in danger. You know what I'm saying? And niggas just, jump in the line of fire and not even knowing what's the backstory of this bitch's fucking, her fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's like we're indispensable or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Expendable to these bitches. And it's like when something happens to us, whether we die, go to jail, or whatever the case may be, this bitch just go back to the Humane Society and get another pit bull that's gonna protect her. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, you easily replaced.
That fallback.
So yeah, so that's why, you know what I'm saying, you gotta think like a pimp.
But I told you,
be a man. Think like a pimp, man. Put yourself before the bullshit.
I said it a while back that y'all should just listen to a pimp. You want to talk about relationships, shit like that, man. And a lot of stuff that people talk about is the same thing the pimp's been doing. And it ain't talking about you going to pimp a bitch. I'm just telling you, you get a lot of game from that. That's what I'm saying, man.
But like, I mean, hey, this right here, I mean, that's gonna shake up a whole lot of relationships and marriages right now. When you say, hey man, I need to see everything coming in this house. And she gonna be like, why? Well, I mean, what was you planning on doing? Was you trying to see your way out? You know what I'm saying? Was you, like at some point in this relationship, was you trying to, exit stage left? I thought we was in this shit for life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we in this shit for life, the money ain't gonna go nowhere. The money's staying here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's the same thing when you ask for DNA, or if you say, hey, I want to do a prenup, motherfucker getting their feelings, I'm like, well, that means to me you got somewhere to go.
Exactly.
And and just like Dr. Claude Anderson has talked about in the past, I know he talked about it with finances, but the term doctrine unequal exchange is equally applicable when you talk about women, because even if she giving me 20%, if you asking me to protect you and risk my life ain't worth 20% of what you giving me still.
So I need 100%.
Right.
Absolutely, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. 100%, man. You know what I mean?
It really made me think though, like, is pimps the only father figure these rats respect? Because they don't respect a real father or a good father.
Hey, they don't. Hey, but in this, bro, don't. Hey, in this day and age, a lot of them don't respect the pimps too, because I'm starting to see these new age sucker pimps talking about, yeah, we split 50-50. Since when?
Them ain't pimps.
Pimps. I know they're not. They're carbon copies. I don't know what the fuck they is. You make deals. You don't make deals with no bitch.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, the game is like a gumbo pot of bullshit, nigga. You got a boot, a tire, you got all kind of shit in the pot right now.
But I wouldn't dare try to pimp this day and age, because they know they got more rights and power to get your ass locked up.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said in the beginning of this, man, I ain't telling nobody to go, get in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't in the game already, man, ain't no need to do it.
Nah,
it's all kind of avenues to make money, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We in the day and age of the internet, man, and it's all kind of avenues and whatever, man, to get money and be safe and be free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even selling dope, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even
you need chance that.
Oh hell no. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's too many motherfuckers telling. I mean, you got the internet, man, and you got so many motherfuckers. I mean, so many motherfuckers in your business, so many motherfuckers telling on you, so many niggas that don't like you.
So many
niggas do not like successful niggas. That's one thing.
They don't.
No, yeah, you ain't sit up here worried about white folks. It's niggas what you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? As far as anything successful, you can't even really share your joy with certain niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's only a select few of niggas that you know in your life, if any, that you can share your joy with. That if you got something going on good or whatever the case may be, you only got a few to share it with, because anybody else gonna be like, they're gonna listen to you, but in the back of their mind and deep down in their heart, they're gonna be jealous.
Yeah, you can count that on one hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to Lee Smith for the $10 donation. He says, we black men are not over sexualized. We are men. The problem with many black men, we collectively have the emotionality of black women's equal. We lack discipline. White men are men too, but have more discipline. We can do the same. I agree. Facts. I'm one of them. I don't, man, bro. I ain't going. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lee Smith, man. I agree.
Yeah. But hey, but
Yep.
I know one thing, man. Hey, we as black men versus white men, we carry the hatred and we carry the pain, we carry the frustration of some shit that we didn't even we never even experienced, man, and that's slavery, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, most of us was I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the age bracket of everybody in the chat and on the panel, or whatever the case may be, but you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure none of us were slaves.
Nah, we wasn't. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And we all was born here, right here in America, man. And I don't think anybody, you know, you niggas might got their passport, but I don't think they're gonna move and change their residence to a different country. Cause you know what I'm saying? You was born here, your family here, your roots is here, and this is where most niggas is gonna stay in America. So as we, you know, get all that other Africa shit out our minds and talk about what we need to deal with in America, we need to set this racism shit to the side, man, because that right there, that dwells within us more than them, because we let racism stop us from progressing and taking chances and doing shit that we need to do in America. You know what I'm saying? We already defeat ourselves by saying, oh, they, you know, we thinking what they're going to do or how they think or whatever the case may be. But it's more of us hating on us than them.
Facts.
So we look at certain things and certain incidents that happen in America. You got one white man kill a black man. And then, you know what I'm saying, we in an uproar. But then 1,000 niggas kill 1,000 niggas, and we just like think that that's just common and, you know, that's just the way it is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's really fucked up the way we think, man, because if we really thought that Black Lives Matter to us, then we would propose a law amongst ourselves to be like black on black crime should be double the punishment.
Facts.
Hey, I'm gonna let Do Business speak his piece, and then I'm gonna get the fuck on the couch. Do Business, what you gotta say, brother?
Yeah, man. I mean, great topic, man. Great show as always. But I mean, I wanted to speak to the brother that was on earlier, Shelby NYC. He was talking about how he was living in the same house with his baby moms. And she decided to put him on child support and you know, put all types of false allegations on him. And that's pretty messed up, man. And you know, it's a lot of guys that got to deal with that. You know, just imagine, you know, you living in a house with a chick and, you know, you taking care of the family and doing what you got to do. And they put these charges on you or just make up stuff on you and destroy the man's life. Then he went from paying $1,300 now down to $724. And then he said he's still fighting, but at the same time, they're still taking his money from him. So it's like, damn, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. And then he also said that they tell him when he can see his child. So I remember, you know, when I first got put on child support, they was asking me, do I want to do that? I was like, nah. Why do I need y'all to tell me when to see my kid? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. So so they taking your money from you. You know what I'm saying? And then the women, you know, your baby BMTs or whatever, alienating you. That's two things you got to deal with. Then now they're going to tell you when you can see your children. It's like, what the, I mean, just like Yisrael said, I mean, the children don't even belong to you anymore. Once these females go down there and sign that paperwork and fill out all that bullshit, excuse my language, but your child don't belong to you anymore for the next 18 to 21 years. And I don't see how women can feel comfortable with that. But I understand why they feel comfortable with that. because they're a piece of crap.
And they don't
like,
love the kids.
You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any, and they don't care about the children. And we ain't even got to talk about all the stories you done did. You see what I'm saying? And it just messed up that we got to deal with this on a daily basis, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro. This show is so important for the black community, bro. And you should have way more subscribers than you have. But I understand that a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. And all they're gonna do is just keep on giving, the pushback.
Oh yeah, because to be honest with you, I think if Young Jock saw that shit, he'd be like, "Oh no, I can't be fucked with dude. Nah, I got fuck with too many government sisters and government officials and shit. Fuck the truth. I just have to deal with it all by my damn self. So I already know how that game go. I don't give a fuck. So I ain't trying to shake hands with the mayor.
Yeah, man. So I'm with you on that. And the way I look at it now is like I'm protecting my sperm, bro. Like your sperm is so valuable. You have to protect it. Like you can't have this. You know what I'm saying, baby girl, female, right. Woman, whatever you want to call the chick. You know what I'm saying? My old lady, my side chick, whatever. You can't have this. This don't belong to you. This belongs to me, and I'm gonna protect it. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. They're trying to control our sperm, and it's like it's not yours. You have no rights over this. This is a God-given, gift for a man to give life, and y'all just want to take control of that. Nah, it's not going down like that no more. We're not falling for it anymore. My sperm is mine. You cannot have it. Fact. My soul is mine. You cannot have it. My spirit is mine. You cannot have it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say, bro. Like real talk, man. Shout out to the Bell Zone, Yisrael, Mr. Palmer. Man, I got so much love for y'all, dog. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you.
I appreciate it always.
Hey, and also do business. Your time is valuable.
Absolutely. And that's why we gotta tell these young men too, though, man. Like if y'all can just tell one young man who ain't had no baby yet, if you get one, you're not married, it's gonna be a lifetime of pain. Because I'm telling you, they don't know. These our younger generation, these ones under 18, they do not know. Let them know. Don't make that mistake. You know what I mean? We gotta help the youth, man, because the terrorists ain't gonna tell them. They not gonna tell them. It's up to us.
Avoid that courtroom at all costs, man.
Yep.
No, 100% facts. I want to give a shout out to Lee Smith for the $10 donation. He says, "It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in court. It's my baby mama. She be calling police, filing fake charges, and on Christmas Eve, bitch, fuck all y'all." Hashtag this my seed. Shout out to my brother Lee Smith. Bitch, fuck all y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Hey, as always, man, I appreciate y'all to the fullest, man. I'm gonna go and get my ass back on the couch.
Hey, Mr. Palmer.
What's good?
I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
When I was watching the watching you do the thing on the divorce court, one thing that Americans, especially Black Americans, have to understand. I think it was a lawyer in there that said that America has the best child support system or something of that nature. It's the best. He said it's the best in the world. And then, right away it started talking about how they do things in Scandinavia, which is 1,000 times better as far as child support, divorce, and stuff like that. Don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a healthcare administrator. I work in healthcare. I've been working in healthcare for a decade now. And people think that America has the best healthcare system in the world. And that's a lie. America is actually, last time I checked, number 37 or something like that, 37 or 36. You would think with all this technology and all these capabilities that we have as a modern society that we would be number one. But the fact is, that's a lie. America is basically, a country with a Gucci belt on. You know what I'm saying? That's all we are. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention, because when he says America has the best system, he's talking about America has the best system as far as being able to extract money out of the system, not the best system as far as actually helping people and getting an end resolution and keeping families together, or stuff like that. So I just wanted to bring that up right quick.
No, you right, 100%. Nah, they system fucked up when it comes to that. So I mean, look at our society. So that says it all. Hey Zone, I appreciate you, my brother. The Bell, I appreciate you. Yizru, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get on back on the couch, man, and we'll do this shit tomorrow. But I mean, hey man, I told y'all, America is not gonna change a damn thing. So we had to do our own due diligence and change the laws of my mind, man.
Absolutely.
You got to, man. So go ahead, bro.
I mean, it take discipline, man.
Right.
You gotta have some self-discipline about yourself.
Most definitely. And it's a mindset. So man, as always, man, I love y'all. Y'all be smooth. I appreciate y'all. We on this shit tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
That's up, man. Y'all be smooth, man, and be safe out in this motherfucker.
Absolutely, man. Stay rubbered up, man, and check all your traps. shake your household up, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's your bitch, she gonna give you everything.
Yes, sir, man. All right, man. I appreciate y'all to the full.
All right now.
All right, peace.
Hey, man, when it's all said and done, a lot of us, again, got to learn the hard way, man. Don't be giving no motherfucker no $5,000, $10,000, and all that shit. I don't care how much money you got. You give them what the child need, not what they want. And if they don't like that shit, hey, put all your ducks in order. So when you go to the court, you ain't paying that much. You still live your life to the fullest, man. But the best thing to do is to go to the attorney general, have the paperwork already, agree with the parenting and child support, call it a day, or get it notarized, get it stamped, and get it and just have it legitimate, so it won't be no bullshit later on down the line. I mean, but like I said, you're gonna have people who celebrities, they got a wrapped up hole. They not gonna really call it out like that. They'll explain that it's some bullshit, blah blah blah. But then they're gonna be back to the all women of queen shit the next day. So I mean, it is what it is. I just wanted y'all to check that out and see how the stats is when it comes to false allegations amongst men. And a lot of time it's based over child custody. You know what I'm saying? Bad breakups, bad relationship. I told you all this shit, most of this shit is bad relationships, failed relationships, and failed divorces. He had to change his income because of whatever situation he had going on. And because of that, she wanted to set him up for failure. I told you, these bitches don't give a fuck about them children. They have them for the wrong reasons. That's why they will have a kid with a guy who got 20 kids outside of wedlock and shit. And then you want to holler black men are deadbeats and they need to do better. Nah, bitch, you need to do better and stop fucking with motherfuckers that already ain't shit. I mean, that's all I could tell you. You know what I mean? But coming to my channel talking about who bitter, miserable, and you don't tell the men to do this and all that shit, then I tell you to come on here and you talking about some I don't do this and I don't do that, man, then I don't take you serious. You can get the fuck on out of here. So, like I said, we're gonna continue to do what we do, and expose the truth, spread awareness, and like we always appreciate the support and appreciate y'all understand exactly what I be talking about. Fuck what these other motherfuckers think. You know how I always say,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Not at all. Because they always going to try to do the shame, the point fingers, and do anything to keep you shutting up. That's why we have to stop doing that. And Young Jock didn't want to say nothing. Young Jock didn't want to put it out there. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is he was at the corner and he had to get out that motherfucker. But I want to see if he's going to continue to talk about it and spread awareness that this could happen to you. That's what he should be teaching at these colleges. You know what I mean? That's what he need to let people know, that this could happen to you. Learn from this. And don't have a bunch of kids out of wedlock having all these different baby mama terrorists. I don't care if you can afford them or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all to the fullest. And lastly, before I go, I want to say for everybody that's in New York, especially that's up in Buffalo, but New York as a state, because the situation with this mass shooting that's going on, 13 people shot, 10 dead, and 3 who's wounded. All the black people that's killed, prayers to y'all. We as black men are already against the wall. We have enemies all around us outside of the community and within the community. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to be careful. Even you sisters out here too, who understand what we go through. So y'all definitely be safe out there. Prayers to everybody that's in New York and also Buffalo, because that shit pissed me the fuck off. You know what I mean? This is why I tell y'all we have to protect ourselves at all costs. This is why we have to move around, because there's people that's outside the community that hate you just as much. So y'all definitely be careful wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, California, Florida, all everywhere. It ain't just these baby mama Tez Alquishas that's want to shut you down. So you have to look at everybody, you know what I'm saying, with the side eye. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to the people who lost their life, and prayers to everyone out there, man. Y'all definitely keep y'all head in the swivel and watch out, man. We got all enemies among us. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, but outside of that, man, y'all definitely be safe and be smooth, and I appreciate y'all to the fullest, man. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over, but I'll never stop talking. Fuck child support. Peace. Y'all already know who's watching, and you already know who's harassing, so I'm gonna go ahead and sing that tune for y'all motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the Cows gang.
Hey mama. Yep. Hey mama. Yep.
Peace out, y'all.
I don't know why I can't have no peace. You got child support. Yep. You got soul custody. Yep. You alienated me for being a father. Yep. So what the fuck you want? This some bullshit. I'm just an average man with an average life, trying to move on with my life. Baby mama live a savage life. I wish you'd leave me alone. I pay my child support. Yep. She got soul custody. My God, why she don't let it go? Why is my baby mama always harassing me? She think I have more money. No, why is my baby mama always harassing me? Will you please just let me be? So I come on home with a freaking eye, ready to pump and dump. This chick is out of sight. Baby mama calls my phone. Man, what you want? I want that child support check. Man, talk to the state next. She said, what you doing with that stank ass bitch? I said, how the hell do you really know this? People say I'm crazy. I be out there here, no. But when I turned around, there she go peek through my window. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? She think I have more money. No, why is my baby mama always harassing me? Will you please just let me be? Baby mama, yep. Hey mama, yep. Hey mama, yep. Why is my baby mama always harassing me? No, why is my baby mama always harassing me? Tell me, is it just a dream? No, why is my baby mama always harassing me? She think I have more money. No, why is my baby mama always harassing me? Will you please just let me be? Baby mama terrorist. BMT.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in court. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in court. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
Riding around trying to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake halos, behind closed doors she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another bid instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this.
It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. You fucking income fucking poop.
Bitter milk, bitter milk, bitter milk. Cool.